That was 5. That was 5 fire puns in a row.
There was no pun intended. There was no pun.
He's like, light it up.
We recorded an episode.
Oh, you gonna tell them?
You're gonna tell them?
Or so we thought.
Okay. And I love you all.
He's cut off. This motherfucker. You don't.
Where's
you're not
the
allowed
music?
anymore.
Thank you.
Where's the music?
Don't cut me off. Don't cut me. The following podcast is scheduled for one fall. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the MACKDOWN Podcast. Starring any combination of the following. Introducing Mikey MacD, Mr. A.J. Mitchell, Cam, and Kimmy. It's the MACKDOWN Podcast. The following statements are not statements regarding anything related to MACKDOWN Podcast at MACKDOWNpodcast.com. Follow us at MACKDOWN Podcast.
Did they throw something into the fucking crowd?
He threw his belt in.
His weight belt.
Oh, wow. Well, they're never getting that
So
back.
he's got a bag with knives in it, by the way. There's knives in that bag.
Knives.
Plural.
It's great.
Oh, he's got a computer.
He said a tablet.
He bust the shit out of him with it, too.
He really did.
He did.
Right in the face.
Yeah, go fuck yourself, Cody Rhodes. Hey, Cody, go fuck yourself, Cody.
Hey, those people that were talking shit about him
About Cody?
taking headshots, and especially Jericho taking a headshot with a chair.
I mean, but you saw his hands up. I mean,
He
come
did.
on.
He
went
definitely
like
put his
this.
hands up.
He
Yeah.
protected himself all
He
day.
did.
Come on.
He definitely
And I don't give a shit. People say, "Oh, his hands are up." He took. Fuck you, bro. Okay,
Yeah,
so how
you
about this?
take it
You
then,
take it then,
motherfucker.
right? Exactly.
I'm putting my hands up, too. Like, we always used to talk shit about Rock, remember?
Yeah,
when The Rock would always
well-
put his hands up.
Well, Rock would try to put his hands up like 4 feet in front. Rock is like this.
Rock is like,
Rock
I'm
is
going to
like-
soften the blow.
He's like, okay, there we go.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Oh. No, thank you, sir.
Oh, he hit his head.
Oh, that sucks for him. He should know what he's doing better than that.
What a dummy.
What a dummy head. What is happening on it? Oh,
I was going to say, I could fast forward this.
Arn Anderson's having a little
He
match
said,
over here.
What is happening on the other side?
Dude, in the beginning of the match, he
Yeah,
fell.
he fell.
He fell in
the
between the
stage.
fucking stage and
Yeah,
the damn.
I remember that.
I was
Listen,
like,
you're an old man now. You're gonna break your hip.
yeah, you can't be doing that.
That's why he's limping.
Probably.
He's gonna be sore for like.
Well, he did have a stroke, right?
No.
Oh.
No, he's got nerve damage in his neck. That's why his hand
that's
is
why his
crumpled
hand is
up
crumbled.
like this. Yeah.
Okay, first of all, Popeye's mac and cheese looks nothing like that. That looks like Chick-fil-A mac and cheese.
Yeah.
They went and got Chick-fil-A mac and cheese and put it in their.
They
in their-
absolutely did that shit because Popeye's mac and cheese looks like dry
Well, this is supposed to
grocery
be
store
new.
mac and cheese.
It's supposed to be their new mac
really?
and cheese. Yeah, this
Oh.
is new. Yeah,
I'm gonna have to try that because if it's anything like Chick-fil-A mac and cheese.
You know
Yeah,
what I
you
don't
can
want
get it on
to try
Sunday.
from there? They do it for Thanksgiving, the Cajun turkey.
I've been seeing the ad for that. I've been seeing that with KFC as well.
Now here's the thing: is it already cooked?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They cook it.
You
just buy it.
pre-order it, and then you go pick it up.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because like cool if you spice it for me, but I don't want to cook it. I guess that would be defeat the purpose if you're buying it from a restaurant, huh?
Right.
They just give you raw food. Here you go. Cook it you damn
Well,
self.
I mean, they do that for the pizza. Okay, I might be. Jesus.
You
Good.
said you wanted to. Mm-hmm.
And you want to add a third one?
A.
Jay.
Mitchell.
Boom, boom.
Boom like an
Boom, boom, boom.
boom, 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 boom.
Did you ever go back and listen to the intro outros?
Not-
It can be a lot. It
Not
can be a
all
lot.
of them.
It's really not though. It's funny.
It's like 30 minutes worth.
Yeah, but it's funny.
Just when I think it's getting close to the end, dude, I look and it's like, oh, there's still like 15 minutes left. Oh my God.
Well, that's the one I've been sharing with everybody on Instagram because it's a good intro to our pod without having to dive deep into an episode.
Hey man, at least we had the material that we could do that.
Yeah.
It was pretty quick. It didn't take long.
All the good banter.
It's always fun, man, because then it's like, it's just little blurbs, you know what I mean? All right, we're still recording. It says stop, so we're still good. We're
All
still
right.
good.
We
We're
are.
still good.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, welcome back, everybody,
Hey.
to yet another edition of the MACKDOWN Podcast. We got 4 in studio today. Cam is booked, unfortunately. But we got myself, Kimmy. Got Mr. Mikey MacD over here.
That's me.
AJ.
The champ is here.
Hey, man, I'm not going to boo him. Fuck it.
Congratulations on your victory in the
anyway,
MACKDOWN Fantasy
I
Federation.
don't mean to just take over your intro segment, Kimmy.
No,
I know
it's okay.
I know you're coming for it. So.
It doesn't matter. Anyway, so
We also got Mr. B.
Mr. B over here.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, that's
I'm
right,
here
Mr. B. I'm here too.
In studio.
I know, it's
We have
nice
our
having
own
everybody
studio.
in studio, man. And
Want to say a quick shout out to some of our new subscribers. Thank you guys for,
Yeah,
adding
man.
us on Instagram. Please go follow, like, subscribe, share on
At
YouTube.
MACKDOWN Podcast. Remember the name, baby. Baby.
hey,
Help
man.
us get to 100, man. We want to be able to change our name.
Right.
Yeah, we got to get that URL changed. I don't even know what it is off the top of my head, but it would be a lot easier for,
It's,
It's
I'm glad you can use your
youtube.com/MACKDOWN
search.
podcast.
Exactly.
Boom.
MACK down podcast.
That would be great.
How are y'all doing today?
Good, man. We got up early. AJ actually made an early trip down this morning, even though he was out late.
Oh my God, Hangover
late working.
City, and then we play some disc golf, of course.
Yep.
Always having fun with that. And Kimmy, what happened to me today? What happened to me today, Kimmy? A day in AJ's day.
You got stabbed.
I got stabbed.
And you
yes.
finished last.
And damn.
Damn. Well,
Damn,
when you
Sorry,
get
man.
stabbed,
Sorry.
I mean,
It's
Damn,
all,
he
it's all
just-
competitive.
I know. Well, you
But-
lost too. You lost too. Yeah, Kimmy was our overall winner, so of
Yes.
course that's always a great
Minus
thing for Kimmy.
9?
minus nine.
Okay, so
Yes.
full disclosure, we play par 4.
We do play par 4.
So,
Yeah.
but hey, man, it's a lot funner than par 3. I'm
Right,
just saying.
makes us feel better about ourselves because finishing at plus 22 is not a good day.
Plus,
not, dude.
plus some of those holes, it's just so fucking far.
Yeah.
Right, I don't know what I'm
No.
doing. So you know what? Yeah, give me an extra stroke.
But no, it's fun. It's always fun getting out there. But Kimmy is the winner.
Chicken dinner.
I know.
Hey.
That's why we were just talking about the other night how it was like you
How
guys
I
were
never-
kind of talking shit with each other.
Oh, yeah.
Just saying, oh, it's nicer to have just you two out there because you can win. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Nice.
But I was like, fuck that. Everybody can beat anybody at this time. Like, we're
Yeah.
all, like, kind of similar now.
I just need to get y'all out there in the morning. Now I know.
Yeah,
I
that
know,
early
right?
morning. That was
Get out there
nice.
before we eat breakfast and shit.
It
Yeah, it was nice and crisp.
Yeah. AJ went sleeveless,
I know, dude.
which
Brave.
was a good idea.
I was going to say, towards the, I
Yeah.
doubled my layers and fucking thinking
Yeah.
it was going to be, like, really cold.
It wasn't originally, that first. But see, I had the hour and a half car ride down there, so I warmed up. Of course, I got the massaging leather chairs, bougie. So, I had the massage going. You know what I
said it.
mean?
The heated seats as
The heated
well.
seats as well. Nice, listening to my podcast on the way down with a cup of coffee. It was great.
What were you listening to?
I was listening to Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, actually, I haven't heard any Kurt Angle yet. So I went to his very first episode. I'm going to start from
Okay.
one.
I just want to tell you right now, I'm not going to. I want to burst your bubble, okay?
Oh.
And I'm sorry. I'm sorry for doing this. And for anybody else that hasn't listened to this podcast, because I do like it, but it's really not Conrad and Kurt no more. It's
Oh,
the other
no.
guy.
Dave or something, or Ed, or
I can't-
Steve.
Dave
Jamal.
or Ed or Steve.
Jamal.
Why can't I think of his fucking name all of a sudden,
It's,
dude? Is it Paul something?
Samsonite. I was way off.
Anyway, the guy that fills in for Conrad quite a bit, it's him. He pretty much is kind of.
It was Jake
Taking
from
over?
State Farm.
What'd you say, Mr. B?
Just kind of took over.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Yeah.
Why can't I think of his name, dude? Anyway, yeah, I was gonna say we could look it up. I mean, we all got fucking smartphones. Nothing we don't know anymore.
Bread.
Bread.
No, it's not right.
You don't get that reference?
My
You
name
never
is
see-
Bread.
You never see. My name is Mud. But
I know it's mud. I know it's mud.
that reference, Bread, comes from that show How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, I'm not that deep into that show.
Apparently, they're making a How I Met Your Father.
Yes.
On
I've seen
Hulu, I
that.
think it is.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how that's gonna work out.
Dude, they all
Reboot,
suck,
reboot,
man.
It's a
All
reboot.
all the spin-offs suck, dude. Like even like Young Sheldon, boo. I gave it a chance because I like Big Bang Theory, man.
Oh, that's what that's about?
Yeah.
It's young Sheldon. Yeah.
Wow.
It's just all about Sheldon.
I was way off.
Young
I thought it
Sheldon.
was a whole different like person story.
No,
No relation to any relation.
no, dude. It's him when he was like a kid.
When he was a young
in
what
Texas.
called
And it is Paul. His name is Paul.
Paul.
It is Paul.
It is Paul. Kurt and Paul discuss, and then it just goes from there.
It'll come to me. We'll just, Cersei.
So, man, that's Cersei's, yes. There will ever be a Cersei's moment.
Hey, look at that guy's glasses right there. You see him?
Oh,
In
the light up ones?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're watching the Andrade and Cody match as we
Yeah,
speak.
speaking
right
of light
now.
up. Speaking of light up.
Yeah, because it's kind of like, you watch it a couple times. This will be the second time now that I've watched it.
Well, look, this match, no pun intended, but I think, these guys set a new record on how you can exactly, get the crowd fired up about a good match and have some heat going on in there too, and just basically have the moment to say, hey, look, we're going to put on a show. We're going to light up this ring. We're going to do everything we possibly can to make sure you remember that, hey, not only do we want the heat, but we got the flames to prove it.
And it's ridiculous, dude.
That was five. That was 5 fire puns in a row.
There was no pun intended. There was no pun.
He's like, light it
No
up.
pun
The
intended.
crowd was on fire. They brought the heat.
Hey, that's total coincidence.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, here we go. Hold on.
Do you want me to throw it to you again?
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
throw it
hold
to
on.
me.
Let's watch
Just-
this real quick, and then
yeah.
you can throw it to him
She
again.
used 2 bottles,
2,
bro.
but watch it. Watch,
It's
watch.
way too much.
Watch.
Right there, she used too much. Right there. It's too much right there.
Dude, she soaks it.
And Cody's
Look
like,
at Cody's like, what are you
he's like,
doing?
Stop.
He keeps looking back and looking back.
He's
and
not
looking
even
back.
punching. Like, he just wants
How
to make
hard-
sure he's not going to get lit on
See
fire.
how? See
Dude,
that
look at
flame
the
is too
smoke.
high.
Look at the smoke.
It's too high. It's too high. And Cody laid in it, and he's still on fire. He's on fire.
Look at him. He's like, yeah, oh, goddamn. Look at
Look,
his
he's
feet.
still on
His
fire.
legs are
Look,
on fire.
Andrade's on fire. Andrade's the man. Tried to put them both out and still took the dub.
All the melted fucking.
Yeah.
Dude.
And she's smiling. Look,
She's
he's like,
an
come in
idiot.
there.
He looks pissed. Look
Cody's hurt, bro.
at him. Yeah. Dude, that shit was stuck on his ass. Like,
That's why he's looking like that, because he was on fire for real.
yeah.
Andrade's probably over there like, are you all right, bro?
She's making that face because she knows she fucked up.
She did fuck up.
Damn.
And all that gel had already rubbed off his back and shit.
Right. And remember, that
Look
shit
at
is
her. And
flammable.
she knows.
And that shit
she
becomes
fucking-
flammable at that point because it's dry. It's like flakes.
Well, dude, when you watch like Bubba and Devon, when they do it, they'll take one bottle and they'll literally they'll do like a pattern. They just want to get the top surface, so the whole thing is kind of engulfed for a second for the visual, and then as soon as you land in the fucking on the table, it goes out. You know what I mean? Damn, look at him. He's already on like.
Look at
his
how
skin.
red. Those are 2nd-degree burn marks on
I'd be
there.
like, get off
Definitely
me, bitch.
second
Don't
degree.
touch me.
Because look at her. She's like, I'm sorry. Watch her face.
Yeah, no,
She
she
said
said
that,
it. Yeah,
yeah.
she
Oh, did
said
she?
it already. Yeah. She put way too much lighter fluid on that damn table, bro.
Like, as soon as you see that right
I
there,
would've
you're
said
like,
nope.
that's too hot.
I would have said nope. Andrade, see, he tried to take it with
that
his
shit
knees.
stuck to
Hey,
his
man.
back. Oh.
Kudos to Cody right there, though, for real.
Look at his back. Look, immediately whelping and red and turning red.
And he's got the melted shit on his back.
Well, and then Andrade too. He's like, yeah, he got
Yeah.
that shit off his chest. Damn.
Plus, there was some on Cody's arm
On his boot,
or his
everything.
shoulder. I mean,
Look, he's gonna get up and they're booing him. They're tight on him. Look, see that? If this was if they were cheering him really,
Yeah, they would have.
they would have the fucking
the
hard
boom.
cam shot pulled back a little bit where you'd see them all.
dude, look at that. Shoo.
Oh, he's
like,
got to
oh
be in
my
so much
God.
pain. Yeah,
Yeah,
oh,
he's
look at
got to be in.
Fucking
Yeah,
freaking out inside right now.
that bitch is
probably.
like, I got your fucking thing.
they need to get aloe on that shit immediately.
Yeah.
That was a
Oh,
great.
don't
Oh, don't
do
touch
that.
him. Oh, bitch.
Look at him. Look at him. He's like, oh my fucking. I'm not gonna sell it.
He
I'm not gonna
literally
sell
just
it.
made that face like he's pissed. He was like,
Yeah, that's why he kissed her. He's like, I gotta remember I love
Oh.
you. I have to remember I love you.
It's Wayne Gretzky.
It's Gretzky. Okay, well,
All right. and
all
that's
right.
over.
Well, speaking of being on fire, since we just watched that spot, why don't
Yeah.
we take it over to AJ's yard?
love it. How you guys doing? It's good to be in studio, always than usual. Good to be around you guys as well. And good for you guys out there for following us at MACKDOWN Podcast. Our subscribers are going through the roof. As Kimmy said, help us get to 100 because we want to change that name and get that little banner. With that being said, let's take a look at what happened all the way through from Raw to Rampage and everything in between. First, I'll say happy belated Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yeah.
We took the week
Happy
off.
Turkey Day.
We took the week off. I hope you enjoyed our commemorance show. It was us to go back through memory lane and take a look at some of the stuff we do and some of the stuff that we like to have fun with. There's also a good intro for anybody new listening to our podcast to find out what we do, especially from Raw to Rampage, as I said before, and everything in between. With that being said, Survivor Series 2 weeks ago, yeah, we're a little late, but The Rock didn't show up. Did that kill the crowd? I think so. Boo! You couldn't even tape the damn message. I can't believe it. Anyway, we got a pay-per-view coming up soon. Day 1 coming in 2022 on the first day of the year. Day 1 will happen, and we have KO added to the WWE Championship match with Big E and Seth. We're going to dive into that and see how that's going to change the outlook of it. Speaking of changing the outlook, Rhea? Nikki? No more? We'll see. Hopefully. Well, we'll dive into that. Kimmy's going to give us her perspective because that's her team. Speaking of my team, I am a huge MJF fan. I've been a mark of his for a long time. I even got the damn scarf. Mike can tell you that.
It's not real.
Hey.
Oh,
Hey. Don't interrupt the
I'm
yard.
bougie on a budget.
Don't-
Hey, man, you directed over to me. I felt like I just had to respond.
Okay, well, listen, you know who had to respond? CM Punk. And CM Punk did respond to MJF in what we like to call the most epicest promo of all time.
Wow. Let's not get crazy.
Okay, it was pretty damn good.
It was great, yeah.
It was great, definitely. So we're going to talk a little bit about that because that was on fire. Speaking of which, setting the... what I like to call setting ablaze to the ring.
Real fire.
Real fire. I tell you right now, Harlem Heat ain't got shiznai on Cody and Andrade. Yes, Cody and Andrade definitely tore it up and smoked it up when they put the heat in the ring and went one-on-one. Cody, you are the man for lighting yourself on fire. Brandy, you're an evil woman. Oh, damn! If you wanted the Rhodes money like that, you know. But anyway,
Yeah, you only needed one can.
yeah, just one,
And not even the whole fucking can.
not even. You
Hey,
coulda-
hey. To be honest, we don't know whose like call it was to do 2 bottles.
Well, hey, look, she called it. She did it. It's on her. And speaking of being on her, Beth Phoenix might be coming back to NXT or the WWE. We don't know, but we'll find out
Something's going
soon
on.
enough because something's going on, and she wants to be on top one way or another.
Oh, I know.
Speaking of on top, the coronation of our first quarter's new and inaugural, undefeated, undisputed wrestling fantasy champion of the world. It is AJ Mitchell.
Good job.
That's right.
Hey, man, you did
AJ's going to be coronated, and I gotta say, I'm very, very proud to be here today to take this.
I'm just
this
glad you
journey.
can be in studio to actually get like all the
Definitely.
showers.
We got the belt. It's not completely done yet. We'll put up some pictures later, but I do have my title, my chip. Goldie's home with Daddy, baby. And that's all I've got to say about that. Back to you guys, and that's AJ's yard. Dun dun.
Nice.
Well, congratulations. I know we'll talk
Thank
a
you.
little more about that,
Oh,
but
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, it's well earned. Well earned.
Yeah,
Well
I don't know about
Well
the
deserved.
undisputed, but
I mean, yeah,
we still got a few more quarters to go.
Yeah,
Come
I
on.
mean, since
I
it's
took
the
the
inaugural.
inaugural. I had
Yeah.
to take it all. I'm undefeated right now.
I mean,
Well,
he
I
beat
mean-
4 out of 5, I guess.
yeah.
Right?
you took L's during the weeks, though.
Hey, look, I'm
You took plenty of L's during the weeks.
I'm
Yeah.
undefeated as
Just like this week.
champion. A champion. 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 You talking to me over here? Yeah,
Hey,
I'm talking
can we
to
go
the
ahead
champion.
and, since we're celebrating,
Yeah, hey, okay.
Oh, you want to do it?
Why
Okay.
not?
Let me drink some water.
so while you guys are drinking water, I know we'll talk about your coronation here in a little bit, but
well,
so just to kind of recap, because I know we missed a lot. There was a lot that happened. We took 1 week off, and to be completely honest,
Turkey Day, baby.
we recorded an episode,
Oh, you gonna tell them?
You're gonna
You're
tell
gonna
them?
tell them?
or so we thought.
Okay.
Well, yeah,
Technical
I mean,
difficulties. Let's
quote
just put it
unquote
like
technical
that.
difficulties.
Technical Michael.
Hey man,
Difficulties.
look.
Micah Colties.
He did some epicus.
Mikey Colties.
He did the epicus non-recording recording.
All right.
Hey, man,
well, for
it-
full
yeah.
transparency, yeah, we did
full.
record about a little over 2 hours worth of content.
2
but
hours we had for you guys.
Well,
It
and
was
here's
great.
the thing: we did not record shit.
We
by
did
the
not
way.
record shit. No.
Nothing recorded.
Very
so
long conversation.
We had a very long, great hangout sesh.
It was
you
all
know?
about wrestling.
Technically,
you know?
this is my second coronation, guys. I'm not gonna lie.
It's very true, and not one. And I didn't even look over to look. That was the thing. That's where I feel like I fucked up.
Dude, I've been
How do
looking
I-
at it completely. I'm like,
Yeah, how do I go 2 hours without looking to make sure the bitch?
Because we were engaged, man. It was engaging conversation.
Yeah, I
that
missed a good one.
definitely
Yeah,
had
that was a
us
good one.
engaged.
But hey, we went
You had
ahead.
to have been there.
We put together all the intros and outros. You know what I mean? So that was a plus. Like
Did nice
that,
cut
you know.
and paste.
Hey, yeah, we were thinking about doing that for the 25th bonus, plus an episode, of course.
well, if you guys haven't listened to a full podcast and you're interested in, getting to know us and a little bit about our personalities and what we talk about, it's a good introduction.
It's just silly.
Especially AJ getting stabbed. We just need to have a videotape on me at all times so we can just throw clips up there because
Well, like I said, we can arrange that pretty soon, anytime you want.
God.
Start recording some.
Yeah, I could put a green screen behind y'all right there.
By the way, I got stabbed by branches just to make sure everybody's
Oh yeah,
clear.
did we
We never even specify. So a tree stabbed me. I was going behind Kimmy to get one of my discs, and it was in a creek, a little area. And as I'm walking around, I didn't realize that the branch limb was just there.
Well, and it was a tight squeeze. I ran out of room to move out of his way
Yeah,
because
she-
it was like a drop off. So I'm like, I can't go any further.
Yeah, she's
So,
like, suck it in, fat man, is what she pretty much
basically.
said.
Think thin.
Think thin. And I
I was
thought,
talking to myself.
and I thought thin enough where right underneath the rib cage branch, and I did make a
It's tender.
I made a tender. I made a it hit a tender spot noise.
The rib,
You know,
man.
yeah.
The rib. I'm telling you, it's
It
a tender spot.
it was like Michael Jackson meets Mike Tyson in a fight where you got hit in the nuts.
I can't even recreate it.
It
No.
was a lot, it was
That's
a
how
hit-
good it was.
It was a hiss, a breathe, and a.
Yeah, it definitely
yeah.
made me laugh. I'm not going to lie. It got me.
I popped her.
I actually took one to the shin.
Ooh.
A stick on the ground. It was kind of curvy, I guess. And I stepped on one end of it. It came back and hit me in the fucking shin.
Oh,
I was like, what the fuck?
It's like
was
the
that?
casualties of disc golf.
Yeah.
You just
yeah.
got all those sticker balls and shit.
oh yeah. I've gone home and washed them off of these things.
I think that's why I liked.
I said the name. I'll
I
have
think
to edit that
I
out.
think
Yeah.
that's why I liked the one in Frisco,
Yeah.
because there's not much of that kind of stuff. I mean, there's some woodland areas that we were in, but for the most part, it's like just open.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys got to come up and play by some of my places too, because
Yeah, we haven't
Just-
done that yet.
yeah, we got one weekend. We'll come.
Well, we'll have to figure out maybe Rumble or. So I don't know. There was a group chat. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but they were basically.
oh yeah, talking about coming here.
Yeah.
In
I totally
February.
forgot.
Yeah, because I could take a day off, and especially if it's over the weekend.
I was gonna say
I
we
could
could
take
even
the
just
whole-
trek up there too. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
but I can take
Yeah,
the whole
if he'll be up there.
weekend. I can take the whole weekend off, where I don't work that night.
You'll have to let me know what days in February so I can try to request it. But,
well,
dude,
it's-
I
it's
don't know if
not
I'll be able
even-
to actually because
Yeah, this is during the week.
It's not even. Yeah, I was gonna say it's not even planned. Like it was literally a shot in the dark. You know what I mean? But that'd be
Yeah,
cool
they're
as fuck.
talking about $100 plane ticket round trip. I'm like, shit, book that shit now, bro.
Yeah.
Cause that'd
Book
be
it.
that'd be nice.
you know
we
who
could-
wasn't booked? The Rock at fucking Survivor Series.
Oh, you know what? I am.
Can we acknowledge
First of
that?
all,
Can we acknowledge
first of all, Kimmy, great transition.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so
Secondly,
much.
dude, you played video package after video package after video
They
package.
did it like 6 times. They
And
did it
he-
like 6 fucking times,
He
right? I mean, it was.
couldn't-
Back
he
in
couldn't even
1997.
give us a stupid videotaped message. I mean, we probably still would have been mad about that, but at least he acknowledged the fact. Taker had his 30th. They retired him there.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, they never said he was going to be there. Like, there was never like a definitive.
So why
Rocky will be there?
So why have all this hoopla?
I agree.
And that's
and the advertisement for his movie because of the egg and the whole
The
thing. You
egg.
just assume he's going to show up at
And
some point and
Vince
make
said
a little.
He dropped it off himself.
Well, he was like, Vince said he was right here. He handed me this egg, and I'm like,
So Vince saying he handed me this is going, oh, The Rock was there. Great.
yeah, that's what they implied. They definitely implied it.
Right.
And then every single time his music hit, we're all like, oh, here we go.
No.
On this day, like you said.
On this day, I see clearly the Rock ain't showing up.
Yeah.
Nope, he ain't showing up.
And Kimmy called it. She's like, he ain't coming.
No,
He ain't coming. After like the third fucking vignette, you're like, oh, so he's not even there.
They
Yeah.
didn't, and in the credit, you can't be mad at the WWE because they didn't advertise him in the slightest. So obviously,
Well, they've been advertising The Rock for the last like fucking 3 months.
Yeah, with his whole
With all of
anniversary
his,
and
yeah,
shit.
the 25th
well,
anniversary.
just the 25th anniversary of The Rock. I mean, it almost
Right,
made it
so you
seem
just
like
assume-
he's dead. You know, it made it almost seem like he was dead.
Like Madden?
Seriously.
Well, The Rock
Oh,
is
like
maybe the
John
character is.
Madden.
Oh, sorry, I had to throw that in there.
No. Okay. So, side note, just a side note.
He's not dead.
Mike didn't know that that John Madden was alive.
Dude, I thought he died like a long time ago.
But to be fair, in Mike's defense, there apparently was a hoax going around that he was dead. So he must have seen something that had said, "Oh."
And then obviously just never ever looked into
And, like,
looked
validated
into
it.
Yeah.
No.
He's 85, living in
85.
Minnesota, doing just fine.
Yep.
Wow.
And,
Okay. Well,
and he's
hey,
about to have a big special, Christmas special,
Cool.
with all the quarterbacks, and they're all going to give him a special message.
Oh.
And he gets to sit and watch this big screen where all the quarterbacks give him special
cool.
messages.
Like
and
fuck
stuff.
every other
Hey,
person.
John
in
Madden's the
fucking
fucking
NFL.
man.
Yeah, he is the man.
I wish that their game didn't fucking
Football.
suck so bad right now.
Football.
Ooh, let's not get off on that fucking.
I know that's a whole
No,
nother
that's-
podcast in
yeah.
itself, right? Fucking there.
Yeah.
Fix your shit, dude.
Well, anyway,
Definitely.
Survivor Series overall was meh.
There was nothing. There was nothing meaningful that came out of it, minus the fucking Pizza Hut commercial.
Yeah, exactly.
The way too long Pizza Hut
But,
commercial.
and as I said before, Becky's outfit was just a little.
I
too
liked it.
much. I bet you did.
I liked it, man.
Look, the boots for
She's
me.
outrageous.
I
That's
like the
great.
boots, but a little too pointy and high. A little
She
too.
just left nothing to the imagination with the
So?
with the bottom of that. It was just.
Every other girl has their shit hiked up halfway up their
yeah,
ass.
but
so-
I mean, we almost saw where the baby came from. Like seriously,
Is that what it is? Is she's just a brand new mom and it's making you feel some kind of way?
That's just
I
unnecessary.
think that's what it is.
Yeah.
But anyway, no, I did. I thought it was like okay, but it wasn't like thrilling. you
Yeah,
know?
that was no, yeah.
It was lackluster, as they say.
Yeah, I don't even want to describe too much of what happened. Like literally nothing came out of it. It didn't advance any storylines. Like if it advanced any storyline, it's maybe Charlotte and Becky at Mania somehow, some way. I don't know. That's the only logical match that I see right now for like
There's
the
no way
women.
they do that because it's champion against champion. They're not going to do that.
Well,
I mean-
I think Bianca's gonna get that chip eventually again, so after she body slams Dewdrop and then gets drug tested. So
You
Well,
say
do
that
you-
every week.
she shouldn't be doing that to Dewdrop, bro. Like no.
Come on,
But she's-
let's quit calling her that, man.
Okay.
God, that
Piper.
name's so
Piper.
terrible.
Piper drop.
I mean,
Piper
she
drop.
embraces it great, but
Piper,
it's just like,
Piper
damn,
drop. I'll call her Piper drop.
do the drop.
Do the drop. Do
I've already
the
spoke
drop.
my piece on that. Well, speaking of pay-per-view, so let's talk about this new pay-per-view coming up.
Day one.
day
Day
one.
one. What do you guys think of that?
I
The
think
concept.
I think it's on the first day of the year.
Well, yes.
I
you're
mean,
correct
it's
about
in
that.
it's in Atlanta.
Oh.
Also,
Yeah. Oh.
yeah,
Interesting.
because I know. Remember, Cam was saying that there was a couple shows that were listed, but it didn't have any listing on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then they finally went ahead and dropped it. And they were like, "Yep, day one." So he could go to that show if he really wanted to.
I'm surprised he didn't go to the AEW show. That was in Atlanta this week.
Mm-hmm.
Both shows.
Yep.
But anyway, yeah, day one. I don't know. It might be a great balls of fire.
Yeah, I was gonna say
You
it's
know?
gonna be something similar to that, where it's just a one-off, and it just happens to be on a fucking. I think it's on Saturday, right?
It is.
January 1st.
That is correct.
Yeah.
No. Yes.
Yeah. It is.
I'm not 100%.
New Year's Eve is
No.
on a Friday this year, and
Yes.
yeah, because New
Christmas is on
Yeah.
the side. Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
No. Yeah. No.
Perfect.
Yeah. No.
But yeah, so I mean, take it if you can take advantage of it. You have your own fucking network, basically.
So
know
you
what I
think
mean, to
it'll
kinda
just
make
be
that
not
call.
like it'll just be a kind of one-off, one
Yeah.
time only?
Yeah, and is it like both shows? It's got to be both shows, right?
It has to
Yes.
be. You would imagine.
That's another thing where they dropped the ball. Do you miss them having the Raw and SmackDown like dedicated.
Exclusives?
Yeah.
Yes and no.
Because they were every other for like when they
right,
first
they
started
built
doing it.
storylines up a little bit better.
Yeah. So instead of every month the pay-per-view was every 2 months pay-per-view. So I liked it.
Yeah, it gave them enough time to write TV.
Yeah.
You write a 6-week program is easier to write than a 4-week program.
Yeah, dude, and you're not having to rush anything. Like, I don't know.
Stuff
What
can
do I
happen
know?
organically.
Yeah. It just gives things time to build. We don't have patience though.
Do you think The Rock will show up? I'm
No.
kidding. I'm kidding.
No.
I'm kidding. It was a joke.
Don't.
I
think
mean,
The
who
Rock
knows?
is-
Maybe they're planting the seeds. Because didn't you say he's on set for a movie somewhere?
Yeah, right now he is. Currently,
Black
but-
Adam.
Is it Black Adam
It
they're
is
filming
Black
right now?
Adam.
Yeah.
Bladum.
Bladum.
Black Adam.
Bladum.
Bladum.
Yeah, because that's supposed to be out July 2022.
They were talking about the Wonder Woman, Deadpool, Black Adam trio. Like if they would ever come together.
No.
You know, because they just did that movie
Wait
together.
a minute. So you said July 20th, 2022. They
no,
should be wrapped
July.
up.
I'm sorry, July 7th, 2022.
It should be coming out or they should be done.
That's when it's supposed to be hitting theaters.
Oh shit. Okay.
So that means
Because I
That
think
editing
right
team is
now,
like-
I think right now they're just doing like the editing and
so that's SummerSlam.
adding in the actual.
Fuck
to-
that, dude.
Damn,
That's
dude.
too far away,
Yeah,
bro.
20.
That's too far away. Nobody's gonna want to see that shit at that point. Like we'll want to see it. Don't get me wrong, but like
Well, he's advertising as the current movie.
Well,
is
I
out
think
now.
I'm pretty sure it may end up on
Disney
Max.
Plus. Oh, HBO
No,
Max. That's right. Yeah,
it's
Black
DC
Adam, yeah.
Universe.
you know what they need to do. I don't even know how you can do this. But no, never mind, because that would take resetting the whole thing.
Yeah, we ain't got no time for.
We don't have
resets.
time for resets, dude. No.
No, they just
But-
need to have Roman and Rock meet somehow, some way.
I think they need to have Survivor Series and combine all the belts.
No.
Yeah. And then have both shows as just a continuation of each one. You got the star power, dude. You can do the same shit literally they're doing right now. You know what I mean? But it's just all under one umbrella.
So every night, Roman.
But there's one world champion, there's one singles champion.
WWE don't
one
do that
tag
because
team
I'm not trying to
champion.
take negatives on our fantasy league with like all these double shows with the negatives and
Well,
people
then
not
just
showing
saying.
You got
up.
5
Then
hours
kinda,
of TV.
It kind of like evens
Shit.
out with the AEW because now they're being scored for both shows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it's starting to look like people are starting to become exclusive to one show. Until we have
Like Jade so far has been on
just
on Rampage quite a bit.
right.
But Daniel
And
Brian Danielson.
Daniel Bryanson.
I know,
God
it's so
damn
hard
it.
not to say it every week, dude. God damn it. It's too bad that he couldn't just keep that name.
Brian Danielson.
Why does WWE got to do that, dude?
It's fine. Well, that's his name anyway, so it's fine.
Brian Danielson. Sorry, BD.
Beatty.
DB.
Speedy.
But yes, go ahead, continue.
He was on both shows,
Yeah, this week he was.
so
Yep.
it just depends, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just I feel like they're just wasting their talent, you know what I mean? Right now we should be having feuds between Roman and Seth, in my opinion. You know what I mean? You got them in their fucking prime, dude. Like, what are we waiting for here at this moment?
Well, that's
they
what-
should have done it at WrestleMania 32.
They're not going to do it right now, just like they're not going to do the Charlotte Becky thing because they have to have like the pinnacle of each show. They have to have like their guy for each show. So they're like, okay, we have Seth over here to keep the ratings up over here, and then we have Roman over here to keep the ratings up over here. You know what I mean? It's like same shit.
It just
They have to
yeah.
keep them separate, so they have like a superstar on each one. Because
I mean, but
Well, plus the networks are probably like, well, in the contract. Well, they probably got certain things they got to meet within the contract of their show for Fox or USA.
But don't you think that they would be more enticed if it was like, hey, one championship, one singles, one
Well,
tag,
no,
one
I'm
women's,
not disagreeing.
and
with
then you get both
No.
talents on both shows. You know what I mean?
not-
So
not
they
at
get
all.
Brock, and then SmackDown gets Brock.
I'm not
Not at
disagreeing
all.
with you. I'd be cool if they did a unified title again. Maybe
Yeah.
look at a little different, but more, maybe similar to the Ridge.
That's probably what's going to happen after Vince.
They
builds
like
up power.
it's more in a sense you gotta like the nostalgia of it, saying when Roman goes to Raw, that's a big deal. I like that. I don't like the fact that Roman can go to each show freely because it doesn't set the tone of making it more intriguing. I like the separation of the draft. I like the separation of the talent. I like when it's Raw versus SmackDown. It gives you two shows. Yes, it is one umbrella, but it gives you two shows, two champs, two people who think that they're the big shit on each individual show. And when someone shows up from the other show, like if Nakamura stepped to Damian Priest after he hit him with the damn
They
thing.
did that on the pre-show.
Well, I'm just saying, but if he did on next night on Raw, he attacks Damian, you'd be like, oh shit, why is the Intercontinental Champion on Raw? You know, I like
He got
that.
traded.
Yeah, I like that more so than, oh, he can go there and do that anyway, and he was there last week, and I don't want it to lose that lackluster. So I do like the separation of shows.
It's like Twix left and right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, but it makes
weird.
sense. Right, it doesn't make sense, but it makes sense. It's for entertainment purposes only, and that's what we have here. You have two different television shows about wrestling that sometimes mix and makes you like, oh.
Well, speaking of mixing, like oil and water, so Rhea and Nikki,
Or no more.
they may be splitting up. Hopefully, for your sake, Kimmy.
Well, what do you think? Let's go to Kimmy's perspective. This is Kimmy's perspective.
Would you guys hate it if I backed the train up a smidge?
Back it
Back
up.
Yep.
So KO, Seth, Big E. Do you think
yeah.
they're going to take the belt off of Big E or let him keep it for a while?
No, I think Seth is going to win that.
Oh, dude. See, I don't know. I think Big E's going to win
You know
because I
what?
think Seth
Seth's
and KO are going to have some kind of little separate feud. There's going to be something that's going to happen because KO's out of here at the end of January.
So that's why I was going to say you're right. What's going to happen, in my opinion, I'm going to back up. Now I'm going to back up. I think Seth wins the Rumble.
So
See,
who
that's-
steps to Big E in the meantime if they keep it on him?
I would
if
like
they're-
to see Bobby, to
Bobby?
be honest with you. I mean, I feel like they can try to call back to the whole fucking, like, I already got business with you. I mean, but at the same time, it's like, man, it's hard to not keep Seth in that role, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Because Seth is the best thing you got going on TV right now on that show.
Well, who else do you have on Raw that really has a moment for Big E? I mean, can you think of anyone? Anybody?
I know, dude. This is the problem, right? This is the problem. I mean, Bobby was the first one that came to my mind because, he's former champ, not too far removed. Edge.
Edge is there. Yeah, that's right.
but him and-
AJ?
And you don't think KO's going to resign?
No.
Well,
I think
see,
he
and
is.
that's the thing. Like, this is what him, or Vince does. He just kind of puts you in this high position role, and
Well, see, I think that would be the benefit of having wrestlers on both shows, because then you're not.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
it's all
Because then
about
they got more wrestlers to work with.
right.
yeah,
You're
For
right
these
on that, Mr. B. But here's what I think, though.
And plus, if they only had one fucking title, I mean, it would.
But
it just
would
makes
make
it more
sense-
prestigious too.
It makes more sense about distributing the talent evenly. You can't stack one show over the other.
Well,
And
they
that's what
keep
they
releasing
do.
people though
Well, yeah,
too.
well,
So I mean, what else you gonna do?
But they're not releasing the names.
Well, here's the thing:
They're
you
releasing-
can have everybody on one
but at the
roster.
same time, they still had some developmental there.
Just pick and choose your storylines, man. I want to focus on this week. You know what I mean? I want to focus on this week. So obviously you got your underlying shit, but you got to focus on one thing. If for Raw, you can do a couple things. You know what I mean? Don't get too fucking crazy, but there should be one underlying issue for the entire show, right? And then you should always tease something for the next show. But so we don't need to see Roman on every single show. Like if Roman just wanted to be like, I'm home right here on Monday Night Raw. If you want to see me, I'm going to be right here on Monday Night Raw. You know what I'm saying?
That's pretty much what's happening.
Well, but it's exclusively now because
Right,
until
because-
it's Survivor Series when it's fucking Pride versus Pride and
Right. It's
Quit.
all about
Stupid.
I mean, maybe Survivor Series should say whoever wins Survivor Series gets first draft picks when draft happens. Like SmackDown won Survivor Series, so when draft time comes around,
there's something that's got to happen.
There's gotta
'cause
be
it's
some
so
type of-
stale. It's
Yeah,
so
there's gotta be
stale.
I was
dude.
going to say, when I'm looking here, the only person that just fits in is Finn Balor because they just keep bebopping him back and forth so much. He's got no storyline with anybody because Edge is a big talent, but I don't think they're going to put him in do you think they're going to put him in the championship?
It sounds like he's going to be fighting Miz for a little bit,
which,
at least
which
probably
I'm
until
not
the
gonna
Rumble.
lie, I do like that.
I mean, it's
I
okay.
do
I
like
mean,
that.
he can trust him coming back. You know what I mean? He can
Miz-
work with him, knock the rust off.
Right, and Miz will definitely I think Edge will benefit more from this feud than
'Cause,
Miz, but Edge gives Miz that like street cred rub of like, bro, yeah, you're in the ring with me. You know what I mean? Like at this point, you can see Edge. You can put Miz in the ring with Brock Lesnar. I understand, it's Brock, so you know he's going down. But if Miz walked in as world champ to fight Brock, I would say okay, I could believe that.
The Miz fighting Brock?
Well, what I'm saying is that Edge putting into the sense of saying he can fight Miz now, or he's fighting with Miz now, puts Miz in that category of saying,
I see what you're saying.
I'm upper superstar. I'm no longer. Nobody can ever say Miz is B player.
Because he's fought Edge, basically.
Well,
and.
But Edge, you know, him going to now with Edge. First of all, on the mic, Miz is pretty good on the mic. You know, he's come a long way from.
Miz is one of the greats, man. He's a Hall of Famer.
Come a long way from earlier in his career. I had to read that real quick.
And the Missus is back.
Oh, Maurice, I love them together. That is just
she puts
a great
the Miz
tandem.
and Mrs.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They make a great tandem. I honestly would have loved to have seen this Miz and Maurice versus Edge and Lita back in when that was a little thing. Go ahead, Mr. B.
No, I was just getting closer.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think that if they're going to have the storyline, that kind of leads us into
Beth.
the Phoenix herself.
Well, I mean, you
Phoenix
think-
Rising.
So when you were asking that question, do you think it's commentating or wrestling?
That was what Mr. B said it. He was the
Oh.
first
Well,
one that said it.
I didn't check my sources. I should have, but
But it's
I
just
read
the only
some
logical
articles.
thing.
I read some articles, and Beth did leave NXT.
Yeah, she's
She's no
like,
longer
I'm
part
leaving.
of the. She's no longer part of NXT.
Yep.
As far as I know,
Mm-hmm.
and now you have this Edge Miz feud, and Maurice is back. So
and she trusts Maurice. I know they've done business many times.
Yeah, they were together
They were-
like in
yeah.
the prime
so
time.
I seen
for the chip.
I don't know if did they fight for
I
the
believe
title?
they fought for the. We have to look that up. That
Yeah,
might be
we'll
over
definitely
stretching.
look
That
that
might
up.
be stretching.
But
go
there
ahead.
was an article about saying a WWE Hall of Famer shall be coming back to active roster.
Dude. I know, right? And then he's like, "Is it Beth?" Because she's just abruptly
Yeah.
leaving NXT, and who's going to take her spot? Who's going to take her spot?
I don't know.
What's her name? The girl in the back, Mitchell.
No, come on. It needs to be like they need to like match or
Exceed.
As far as the commentating?
Well, I mean,
yeah.
I mean, Renee would have probably been the best person to put in there, but
No,
she's no longer
done
there.
with that, yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of who else female wise you want to hear on the mic.
Do you think that Medusa would ever want to come and do,
Do you
it?
think Trish might be coming back to do that shit?
She's... Oh, no disrespect. Love you, Trish, but...
Oh, it's time to rock.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? Here's
Here's
the thing.
pointing at you.
I would be willing to give her a chance. That's for sure. You know what
Trish?
I mean, yeah.
I give her.
Or
But
what
I
if
mean-
they just make it a two?
Oh, just
A
have
two-man?
Yeah, just like
Yeah.
how they're
Wade
doing on
and-
SmackDown.
Like the back and the when.
Who's in there with Wade?
Vic Joseph.
Vic. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Vic.
Vic. Yeah.
He's the co-host on the Corey and Graves podcast.
Shit, Nia. I was gonna say Nyla. Nia would actually not have been a bad choice to put up there. If they would have moved her to commentary, because she did commentary before.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
So we've spoken about this in the past about the women's tag team division and how
Oh,
it's
there is.
how it's lackluster.
There's a tag team division.
Right. Do you think if Beth comes back, that does give her and Natty the opportunity to
It needs to happen.
spark some
Yes.
fire in that
They
division?
need to do it, and they need to have a little lengthy run, and then maybe Natty and fucking Beth have a
their
match
match.
at Mania against each
Hey,
other.
because they're going to have a tag team and then,
I mean, that's how Vince likes it.
Exactly.
So,
come together to be split apart.
They have that cry moment in the ring.
and then maybe you get Bailey, Sasha back together again to take the belts off of them.
Yeah, Bailey, come back. Come back, Bailey. # come back, Bailey. We miss you.
I forgot all about Bailey.
I'm just saying, dude, they don't use the women's tag team
She's doing her
division.
job.
They don't use the tag team division really at all.
No.
The Usos are undeniable, so you have to do that. So is the New Day. But outside of that,
Who you got?
Robert Roode and
plus
fucking
with Roman
Ziggler.
too, and all,
Yeah.
the bloodline.
The Dirty Dogs. I like the Dirty Dogs. I think they are good. You ever see their finisher?
The Dirty Dogs?
Yeah, it's that spine buster with
Roode
the
and
zigzag.
Ziggler.
Oh.
The spine buster zag. This
AJ and Omos.
That's about to end.
The fucking Alpha Academy.
That needs to end.
No, dude, they need to expand on that shit.
No, that needs to end, bro.
No, come on.
Well,
man.
here's the deal.
Put Timothy Thatcher with him, dude.
Okay, yes. I see what you mean by expand. And here's the reason. Gable's got my super seal of approval.
Yeah,
Gable can work.
he can go, dude.
That mofo can work.
He's just not Vince's type, man. He's tiny.
Well, it's because he's like 7'-3". So
Oh. It's funny because I'm actually just sorry to sidebar, but I was looking here at the roster for each. Dude, for WWE, like the pool of men's talent versus women's, look. So here's all the men.
Yeah.
Look at the chick. Right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And they got that split up into 2 fucking shows.
Yeah, so there's
You
no
mean to
way you
tell
can
me,
make a tag team division out of how many is this?
like 15 or 12, 13, somewhere in there.
12. There's 12 women wrestlers on the WWE roster, and then
no, there isn't. It's
or
more
on
than
the
Yes.
Raw show, and then on SmackDown 11
Yeah. So you got 23 girls total.
to try
That's
to
one division, dude.
dude,
I'm
and
sorry.
that's how many they have at least 23 wrestlers that are male on the Raw roster. You know what I mean?
Is that including Bailey?
No, Bailey's not even listed because she wasn't.
Asuka's probably not listed either then, too.
Asuka's on there
Oh,
for
is she?
Raw. Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Wow.
so no wonder they can't keep that shit afloat. They basically got rid of all their fucking.
It just sucks, dude. It's unfortunate, but they should only have, like, dude, that show, Evolution,
that should be a yearly thing.
that should be a yearly fucking thing, dude. Every year.
That should be the way we end the year or start the year.
That was a one-off too. Unfortunately.
And that was a good show, dude. They had a fucking lot of good matches on that show.
Trish and Lita tag, bro.
Anyway, Beth Phoenix comes back. Maybe it'll bring a little bit of that
Can I get one of those too? Yes, sir. Please.
fire, no pun intended. Back into the women's division.
You need something? No, I'm good right now.
Anyway, so moving on. Speaking of women's division, Rhea, Nikki.
Yes, we can revisit
So
that.
glad you guys are split up now.
But are they? But are they split up?
They should be. If you're not, please do. Like, just stop. Just stay split up because you both need to just do your own thing.
They're gonna get a rematch.
Like, put Rhea with someone, or put Nikki.
See, it would have been. This would have made a
someone
lot more sense if you were, because when they brought up Tegan Nox and Shotzi, it's like a fucking tag team. That never should have happened. It should have been. Shotzi should have came out, and then her and fucking Rhea kind of take a liking to each other. They pair up because they're fucking kind of similar in the way that they present themselves
Right.
with all the tattoos and shit. That would have been a lot better than putting Rhea with a superhero.
Right.
You got a goth metal punk chick that's with a fucking superhero out of nowhere for no reason.
And not just a superhero, about the most cheesy kid-like superhero you've ever seen with a butterfly logo.
Almost a
and
superhero.
Anywho, but yes, you're right. It just didn't pair well.
No.
That'd be like putting one of the fucking rockers with a fucking dude from Demolition. Be like, there you go.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
You're a tag team now. What? That makes no sense. We don't match. We don't go together at all. Like, it makes no sense.
They have no chemistry.
And
like,
that's why we watch the show.
But-
Just for the.
but it just
the
shows
amusement.
that's like they're just using and abusing the women's tag division. It's like, why even have that?
Oh, they're abusing women?
Yes, as far as storylines go.
I mean, in
using and
depth of
abusing.
characters, dude, they're
Yeah.
like a third of the not even. Basically, they're like,
Yeah, dude, they don't get treated the same as they did. You know what I mean? But here's the thing, though. Wouldn't you think it would be better if you had Sasha and fucking Charlotte and Becky and all these girls on the same fucking roster?
Yeah, it would be better.
Have
but-
the women's travel, you know? Fuck it.
But here's the deal: what they have on the roster. The problem is that one, the Iconics. That was your claim to legitimize your female division, because you could have took them as their female tag team champions and just had them like 4-time, 5-time, 6-time. Still have all these people come in there and win it. You know, like almost a superhero in this chick and these people. You know, have the title hot potato, but always comes back to the Iconics. The Iconics could have been your staple of what the tag team women's wrestling division happened, because they were green still a little bit. You know, they weren't the best. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the presentation was what is needed for a legitimate division to happen. Mm-hmm. Remember when Enzo won the Cruiserweight? That was your presentation of what you wanted 205 Live to be officially.
Pac left after that shit.
Right, because the presentation changed.
Mm-hmm.
When he was 205 Live, when Pac was 205 Live, dude.
That show was, dude.
Those
are like highlight-worthy matches in those shows.
I thought I was playing a video game.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, is this really happening? And then Enzo comes in there and he makes a train with all the damn cruiserweights and have them all do, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
I'm sorry, and that's why I like AEW right now.
Oh, he's on his way over there too. How you doing?
He's getting back in the rhythm now. Like him and Cass are. I think he just signed with.
Speaking of which, on a sidebar, I just watched Impact and I fell asleep like 15 minutes in, bro.
I just can't believe you
so
turned it on.
you didn't watch Impact, is what you were telling me?
I saw a little bit of it. I know what the main storyline is. It's Moose and he's fighting Matt Cardona.
Oh.
Yeah, but Big Cass or Morsley,
Morsley, yeah.
Morsley is his name. Yeah, so they are. That's
Morrissey,
the big
I
feud.
think. Is it
Morrissey, yeah. So him and Moose are friending up, and then this guy Matt Cardona and what's the other guy's now? Eddie Edwards are teaming up. So, but Cordova wants a title shot again. Cardona. Yo, so so I got to shout out to you. You know, shout out to you, Moose, because you know I'm not really a big fan, but you did say something funny. He did say Matt Cardona is always going to be a mid Carter. He said we might as well just change your name to Mid Cardona, and I thought, I'm like, look at this,
Mid Cardona.
Look at this guy doing some funny stuff. And also Impact, you need a crowd, bro. Y'all got like 45 people out there. No, they got like it's just too small of a venue. You know, Tony Khan, this message goes out to you, bro. Just go help them out. Do what Vince. You want to be better? Start by doing what stuff like Vince. You want to be like Vince? Then do like Vince. Vince took ECW, a company that had great talent, just not the funding to keep it going the way it should be. Tony, go over there. Put some sprinkle dust. We'll send Kimmy over there to help you interior design.
He's been using them, though. He's been, like, pulling some talents across the board.
Right, but no, go over there, revamp the show. Inject some of that Con Bill. Some of that Con Bill in there. Make that make that, integrate that into Rampage, combine Rampage and Impact, and have that be your Friday show.
You only get an hour.
Absorb all of the Impact wrestling, repackage that shit. Impact is now an AEW brand. Buy it. I now own Impact.
Impact is all elite.
Is all elite now. Do it.
I mean,
get their belts, all that stuff. AEW, you have your big show with your same champions, AEW World Champion. Impact has their big show with their Impact World Champion. And there's your Raw and SmackDown AEW style.
They just can't. They can't physically do that because then they're absorbing all those talents, all those contracts.
I mean, they're not absorbing all of them. They can just do what Vince did.
He could just shove some money in their pockets, just fund them, Vince, sponsor them.
Remember when Vince bought WWE? He didn't buy all those contracts that came with that. I mean, I'm sorry, WCW. When Vince bought WCW, he didn't buy all those contracts that came with that.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't. He didn't buy.
Well, if
Kevin Nash,
if they weren't contracted by Turner,
well, the whole company was contracted.
Well,
by
if that
Turner.
was the case, then okay.
Everybody was the guaranteed contracts. He could have bought those from Turner. Or Turner could, or he could have absorbed them. If he would have bought those from Turner, that means Goldberg would have been on the show immediately. Kevin Nash would have been on the show immediately.
Yeah, they were getting paid. They had guaranteed.
They had guaranteed contracts from Turner. Vince said, "Yeah,
sitting at their couch making millions."
Right. Vince said to them, "You did that. You guaranteed them that money. I didn't. I'm absorbing the company's up for sale, meaning the rights." To the
video
library, and contracts that I see fit that I would absorb, which was all those young guys, all them guys making like 100,000 or less.
Dude, hey, Eric Bischoff wanted to buy that shit. He's
And
like,
he
had I
almost got
known
that.
how much they sold it for, he's like, I could have got a team that we could have bought that.
Well, no, he had a team.
Well, no, they backed out.
And they backed out,
They backed
yeah.
out, yeah.
So, like I said, long story short with that, Tony Khan needs to possibly absorb Impact, take the contracts that are smart, package it up better, make it an Impact version, but, it's an AEW banner. Just like ECW is still ECW, but Vince was sending the talents over there, getting them cash advances so they can rent out better buildings. That's what Tony should be doing.
Well, they were kind of help filtering up talent too.
As well.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to send this guy down there to you so you can rough him up real quick to get him WWE ready.
Yeah, just get him in front of a crowd.
Yeah, get him in
Well, I
front
don't
of
want
a-
AEW to turn into like WWE where they have their hands in too many things. They're
But-
trying
Yeah.
to do too many things.
But see
It's
that-
like also focus on your show though.
But here's
Yeah.
the deal: but AEW has enough talent, in my opinion, or excuse me, Impact has enough talent, in my opinion, that would work well with the AEW talent. As far as the storylines that you can create, a lot of things that you can. There's a lot of magic there that can happen.
they have
And-
the doors open.
Right,
you know
and
what I
for
mean?
them to do an inter-promotional thing with Kenny Omega only is a travesty.
Well, they did it with Christian too.
And well, that's what I'm saying. To only focus on just their world title. That's it, and the tag. And
I was
the
gonna say
tag.
they had the tag
And the
title.
tag.
We never did see
The
the
Good Brothers.
television
Yeah,
or
we're
whatever the
and
fuck
we're the
other
Good
one
Brothers
is.
anyway.
They're on TV on the other side.
Are they on Impact?
I don't know. You
believe
watched
so.
it.
And that's what I'm saying though. So like, if you already have that relationship, why are you? Why aren't you?
Utilizing it?
You can
Dude, you don't
capitalize
get
on
rich
that.
by spending all your money. You know what I mean?
And that's why you.
So he can't just be like, "Oh, hey, Impact, I'm just going to absorb all this now."
I mean, but you were doing so well.
I mean, that's fine, but
with
you
the
don't want to
cross-
just drown yourself in too much. You know what I mean? Because AEW is still, they're a toddler. You know what I mean? They're 3 years old, right? 3.
Not even.
But
So-
okay, go ahead.
I just feel like you need to focus a little more on your main product before you start like diving too far into other shit and trying to have some sort of NXT like show. Basically, they don't really need like a
I agree. They have Dark and Elevation already.
Yeah,
that they're
dude.
filming
Oh my God.
That they're
So
filming
that's-
at the fucking school.
So that's what I'm saying.
no, they don't
Listen-
need it more
listen
than
to
what
this.
they already have.
Listen to this.
They
This is
already
all I'm
have a
saying.
working relationship. They can literally come across like if Cass wants to come in and if they're like, hey, I would like to feud with whoever, you
Yeah.
know.
Exactly, but look at the product that they're putting on. Impact is not shown, in my opinion, on a scale of where it could be. If you got Impact in a better presented. That's
But
all
how
I'm
much
saying.
better can you present it though? That's what I'm saying. With the talent that they have,
That's
like,
why you have to put some good talent down there. You
Some
have
things are
Chris
just gonna
Jericho
stay
go
indie,
down
man.
to, and that's all I'm saying. Somebody like Chris Jericho goes to Impact. You don't think that's going to be a high rated episode? Not to mention if Chris Jericho goes down there,
I won't want to watch it because
Right.
they don't have anything else that I want to see.
but why is he going down there? Who's he feuding with?
Who cares? I don't. I wouldn't even care. I wouldn't watch. I never watched a second of it. Well, that's not true. I watched like 20 minutes of it when Kenny Omega won the title, and then he came across like the first show that he was on, dude. Like he had his segment. He opened the show, and then it was like,
Lights out.
oh, here's this, this women's match.
I
from-
like the variety. You know.
I like the variety too. Impact. Well, Ring of Honor's kind of been
No, they're
dissolved.
done. No, they're done.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why he was able to wrestle. Jay Lethal.
Yeah, because they let everybody go from their
everybody-
contracts.
They gave him a nice severance and said, "Good luck to you." So there you go. You got a whole nother
So what happened?
a whole nother pool of talent that's coming to the market. Not to mention all the WWE releases, so that's another pool of talent. Not to mention, like you said, they have the availability to dip into Impact and pull and work across the board with that. AEW is about to be this is trying to make itself the centerpiece of the wrestling world by saying, "Hey, if you want to wrestle in this business, be in front of a crowd, make the money, and all that stuff like that, you come here. If you want to be a showman, go to WWE."
Yep.
That's pretty much where your career is. If you want to
And
wrestle,
I'm glad that that's
or you
starting
wanna
to
be a
become a
showman.
little more. Well, I don't see, and that's the thing. I don't think that that's really out there because there's still a lot of people like we heard on Busted Open. That guy, He's a little bit older, and he's like, I want to be. We all want to go to WWE. Like, the dream is to go to WWE, main event WrestleMania, the whole shit. But that's still kind of the mentality where it's like, that's not for people like him. I'm sorry, man. Like, you're not 6'5", 300 pounds. Like, you're 5'10", 210 pounds.
And see, I think that's the concept.
You're not allowed to get over.
Right, and I think that's the concept. It's not so much people see, I want to go to the WWE and headline WrestleMania as the literal dream. It's more to say, I want to have the ability to have that prestige to know I can headline WrestleMania as the main event. Because nowadays...
But it's a dream, though. It's a childhood dream, you know what I'm saying?
And nowadays, more so in a generation like, hey, I would love to wrestle at WrestleMania. But it's kind of like, to me, it feels like that's just like wrestling on Raw. Just more people. It's kind of like, it's kind of lost this lackluster.
It's not the fact of the people. It's just, it's the legacy
of the event.
Yeah.
Of the event.
Yeah.
But I feel like WrestleMania has diminished over the years.
Well,
WrestleMania to me, like, I'll make like an analogy. So like Monopoly, WrestleMania is like Park Place and Boardwalk. Like, it's the pinnacle. It's the most expensive.
Right.
But no one ever lands on that shit. It's not what you ever think it's going to be.
Right.
You're
And
like,
it has its
oh,
moments.
I paid all this. Right. It has its moments.
It has its moments.
Where it really, really pays off for you.
Yeah.
But
Well,
overall,
great
it's
analogy.
lackluster. Like, I really, really want to have, that green area, that little,
We've
little,
proven.
you know what I mean?
We've proven, yeah.
And so I don't, and speaking of Monopoly, I don't think wrestling needs to be a monopoly. Like, not everything needs to be at the highest level it needs to be. There needs to be local shows like we have around here that are super fucking grungy in the back of a bar versus like one that you're going to have at a small stadium versus one that's going to have a TV audience or not. Like, I feel like there needs to be a variety of different kinds of wrestling to create that.
The territories is kind of coming back if you think about it.
Yeah.
Because there's MLW, NWA still a thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't think there needs to be like, head honcho over here and head honcho over here that kind of own all the things as far as like, him taking over Impact and trying to buy up all these little companies. Don't do that. Let them stay independent.
Impact's like the light blue or the brown, where it's like $1.
No, that's like the local
Yeah, I was
shows, bro.
about to say,
They're more like the pink area. You know what I mean?
It was St. Charles Place over
Yeah.
there. Not Marvin Gardner. No,
saying.
that's,
I only know the fucking Game of Thrones version.
yeah, so do I. I keep thinking,
I know. I'm like,
Damn, we haven't played that shit in a while either.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, there is another factor with AEW.
what's that?
Well, Dynamite's moving to TBS.
Oh, that's right.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's going to affect the numbers,
So
by the way.
Dynamite, so Rampage should go to Wednesdays on TNT.
Well, no, they're
And then they
moving
can add
it.
an extra hour.
They're moving it from that time slot for something else.
Yeah,
Well, 'cause-
they're keeping Rampage on the
what
same
it
time
is
frame.
because on Fridays is hockey, and hockey comes on right after Rampage.
Right, but Wednesday nights on TNT, there's something else coming on in where.
Yeah, because they're going to start
AEW
having to battle with basketball. Basketball's
Yeah.
going to be
Oh,
on.
shit, I forgot
So
about
they're like, fuck it,
basketball.
we'll go to TBS. But then baseball's going to kind of be in the way in baseball
Well,
season.
postseason.
God, does baseball ever end?
No,
Well,
it's over now.
It's over
It's over
now.
now.
I
Well,
was
they're
like,
actually locked
what
out.
the fuck?
Well, no.
Well,
Speaking
no,
of
no,
over,
it's
baseball
over.
might be over. There might be no season.
Yeah, they're
There's a
locked
lockout
out.
right now.
I don't follow baseball, just so everyone knows, so that's why I know absolutely nothing about it. But yeah,
No, baseball's been over. Braves won.
dude,
Yeah.
when you guys
Shout
said
out to
baseball,
Cam.
I'm like, what?
But we're just saying, like, TBS is a heavy baseball
Game
channel.
Gotcha.
Game 1000 is happening today.
Jesus, no
The
shit.
Yankees are 956-30. So
You wish, motherfucker.
I do wish,
The Yankees, dude.
dude. Imagine playing that much baseball. You would die.
Dude, they die now. Not
162
literally,
games.
but, I mean, shit. They're, pulling
Right.
hammies and fucking...
162, baby. Race to 162.
Well, let's talk about the current AEW talent, starting with the CM Punk MJF promo.
Dude, that was one thing we talked about last week. Well, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
We didn't talk about shit, actually. We talked, but...
You didn't
know,
hear any of it.
didn't
Had to be
work.
there. Had to be there.
But, yeah, so, I mean, a lot of people are saying this is the greatest promo in 20 years.
The epicness.
Would you say you agree with that? I mean, would you say it's up there with... I mean, 20 years, dude, that's 2001? 2000, right? So,
See-
I mean, we're talking Stone Cold Rock. We're talking... You know what I'm saying? Like, that's WrestleMania 17 era. Do you think that held its place up there with all of those?
I definitely do. And here's what I'm saying. You had CM Punk and Miz do a promo. The following week on Raw, the promo was so awesome that it was even mentioned on the other show
Yeah.
to the person that the promo involved on the other show.
You said CM Punk and The Miz, though. Is that what you meant to say?
No, I'm a CM Punk and, well, see, exactly. Yes, CM Punk and The Miz.
He's just a cheaper version of The Miz,
CM
right?
Punk and MJF. And what I mean by that is that Edge and The Miz, when Edge and The Miz had their promo on Raw this week, they mentioned the promo regarding them.
You got other
last
television
week.
channels saying your name to try to get a reaction.
To try to get a reaction. That tells you that the promo was that epic, bro. You don't acknowledge, as Roman Reigns says, acknowledge me. Why? Because I'm the best. When someone acknowledges you like that, dude, respect is respect, and they killed it. You know, MJF proved that, hey, I might be a rookie, quote unquote. You know, I'm still new around here. I'm fresh in the gills. Got green. I got the wet behind the ears. You know what I mean? But don't take my. I'm only gonna get better with time, baby. And that's him. That's definitely him. And I kudos to MJF. Kudos to the fact that MJF not only proved the fact that he was able to cut a promo with one of the good promo cutters. You know, I can't say CM Punk is the best. He's top.
He's one of the great promos.
He's top, definitely top. I would say top 10, of course. There would be no like that. But then anywhere up in the 5-3 ratio, we may have to have some discussions. But Punk is good. You know, pipe bombs, all that shit, great.
I'm glad that this is happening now, and kudos to Punk as well, because he's helping spotlight younger talent, and that's kind of what he's done since he's been back.
Right.
Is he's hung with the younger talent. He's taking longer, because even like MJF keeps spotlighting that. Keeps saying that in his promos, where he's like, it's taking you fucking 25 minutes to beat, QT Marshall, you know what I mean? Or it's taking you fucking, 30 minutes to beat Darby. He's like, I beat him with a fucking armbar. You know what I mean? Just little jabs and shit like that.
Well, when you wrestle 3 times a year, you're great. So.
Well, but I like that because Punk hasn't wrestled in 7 years, so it's like, obviously he's telling a story. He's like,
so
I'm
they
coming
both
back.
have been kind of wrestling on the same schedule.
Yeah, and now they're going to get a chance. And here's the thing. CM Punk's undefeated right now.
So
I think MJF should give him his first loss.
No, I think Punk.
I think so.
I think Punk might go over.
Okay, and if he does, that's fine. But if they need to recall that, they need to have a little storyline going for a little while.
MJF needs to cheat and hit him with the ring or something.
MJF needs to beat him. He needs to be the first one to pin Punk. Yeah. I mean, don't you think that would help elevate MJF a little too?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
Plus,
so
he's
MJF is the best non-champion on their show.
When I saw this
Easily.
thing the other day, it was like CM Punk is like, "Oh, I get another win, and you get 10 minutes of TV time." You know what I mean? So it was just kind of like, so they're building up his win to loss ratio before he gets to a bigger match, kind of a thing.
I like the slow burn.
Well, what I would like to see with MJF, maybe not right now, but build to it or come back to it eventually. The Sammy Guevara and MJF little feud they had there because of the whole inner circle shit when he was in the inner circle and whatnot. Come back to that for a TNT title match, and then he gets a title shot.
I don't want MJF near any belt. Like, he doesn't need, but he doesn't need it.
He's got the ring, bro.
The ring is all he needs. That's it.
And his promos.
His promos is.
I don't know, man.
MJF,
I want to see him as a TNT champ.
No,
I want to see him get a run.
See, and that's the thing.
Because he's already been talking about an eventual title run.
He gets that TNT title. We now have the next edition of Shinsuke Nakamura.
You're gonna hold it forever and ever.
What? No.
What do you mean no?
Wait, you said if he won,
If he wins the TNT title, he'll be the next rendition of Shinsuke Nakamura.
No.
Meaning what? Like how? Like,
yeah, please explain.
When's the last time we've seen an Intercontinental title match?
No, he'll wrestle more, dude. He'll wrestle more. They'll really get him boosted up because he's been wrestling a little more recently. But I think that if he wins the title, he's going to have to defend it. You know what I mean?
Well, if he wins
I'm
the
not
world
saying
title,
right
he's
now
definitely going to
either,
be.
you know.
Yeah, he doesn't need the world title at all. Like that would just.
No. I don't
that's-
want him as the world champ.
Yeah, not yet.
I want him to be a slow burn, kind of like Shawn did when Shawn won the Intercontinental title
Killed
when he
it.
was first coming up.
Killed it.
Dude, he killed that role, and it let him learn, it let him grow a little bit. He's still fighting top tier talents. You know what I mean? He's still going to get the Darbys and the Sammy Guevaras and Jericho, even maybe again. Who knows? But I think that right there, if you establish him as a long term TNT champion, then he can move on up to the next stage. You know what I mean?
When he loses it,
I mean, you could even like fake a fucking injury. You know what I mean? To where he has to fucking relinquish it so he never loses it, quote unquote. You know what I mean? And then you just bump him up to the next level from there.
that would have to be the best thing for him.
You know what I'm
lose-
saying? Yeah.
He's just injury prone. MJF, but no, kudos to MJF, kudos to CM Punk. You definitely reinvigorated.
Oh, it was great. Don't get me wrong. I loved the promo.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. Those the shots.
Yeah, it was really good.
Dude, the shots across the board I thought were great.
Yeah.
The whole, the only way you're going to make it to the top in this company is if you stick around long enough for Tony to have a daughter and you marry her.
Yeah.
Oh, shot.
Yeah. And,
Fuck.
He
The
said,
name drop.
he said, you
Yeah.
might not be able to see him, but I can see him.
When
Like,
you
it
were
was
marking
like,
out for Rosie O'Donnell, I actually watched that video. It was really funny.
He's so funny on that show.
He
Yeah.
sings opera and shit.
Yeah. He's like, you going to dance for me? You going to dance for me, Little Miss?
It's
good.
hilarious.
Yeah, so kudos to those guys. Good job on the promo.
Yeah.
I definitely feel at the end of the day, we're just going to get better and better stuff from these guys. I mean, at least we would hope, you know?
Yeah.
I'm excited to see where they take it.
Well,
Me
yeah.
too.
The match is going to
yeah.
be good. The match is going to be good.
Well, and they're given I think they're given the talent, like, I don't want to say free reign to kind of dictate where the story goes, but I think that they're allowed to, like, sit down and kind of like what the story writers do in WWE, where they're like, hey, okay, so what if we did this? Okay, let's take it to Tony. And then Tony's like, fuck it, I love it, let's do it. You know what I mean?
Well, because even Ruby Soho in that podcast we were listening to mentioned that when she was talking about how happy she is in her job. Like, wow, I'm living my dream because, like, my boss is cool as hell and I have some say over my character and blah, blah, blah. So, you know what I mean? That they do allow them more freedom. They're not just like, no, here's who you're going to be.
Yeah, you're allowed to be a pro wrestler, man.
Yeah, you're allowed to be yourself. You're
right. If you want to
yourself on 10, right?
If you want to wrestle and you want to have a good time, go to AEW. But if you want to be a showman
And make money.
and make,
And well, you're going to make money at AEW too, don't get me wrong.
if you want to make money,
But if you want to make money, yeah.
you want to make money and be a showman. If you want to be larger than life,
Yep.
go to the WWE.
they
WWE,
You
let
just have to know what it is.
right? WWE will if you are a part of the system that works for them, and you know your role, and you shut your mouth,
Rudy Poo can
you can achieve superstardom among your wildest dreams.
If they write you into the story.
Yeah.
But if you want to actually just wrestle, have fun, and get paid to do it, go to AEW.
Go get over, kid.
Yep. Go get over.
All right. But if you want to be on a TV show and be a showman, the showstopper,
All right. Well, if that is the week that was in pro wrestling, I mean, anything else anybody has?
no, we can go ahead and end the show right there. Go ahead. Bo.
Oh, you don't want your whole inauguration?
No, of course I would. You
Yes, of
I was about
course.
to say,
I
we're
would.
not
kidding
ending the
me?
show.
Where's the cake? I want some cake.
Yeah, we
Well,
don't
you
have
did
time
get
for
cookie.
cake.
You
We
did
had
make
the cookies.
Oh, those cookies just. Ugh. I'm supposed to be on a diet, and I just wrecked it.
That's
in,
okay. That's what weekends
12
are for.
There was one
hours.
of the snickerdoodle chunks left, and I took that. It was
Those are
delightful.
delicious, by the way. Those are my favorite ones up there. I love snickerdoodle cookies too. Who knew?
Who knew? It was
Ooh,
crumble cookie.
oh.
It was delightful.
Well, what else is delightful was we officially crowned a new MACKDOWN Fantasy Federation champion,
Yes.
Actually,
Yes, we did.
inaugural.
the inaugural champ.
First time ever. There can
You-
only
you're
be
setting
one.
the standard, man. You're
There
setting
can
the
only be
standard.
one time.
That's it. You're just gonna hold the belt forever. You're like, fuck Flair in his 16
Yeah.
times. It's gonna be me and my
Yeah,
one
my
fucking
one.
time.
But you can. There's only. There's
All right,
only.
Bruno.
There's only always one
We'll
first.
see about that.
Like I've set a history.
You can only have the first
You
one.
could only have the first one.
You got it right over your shoulder right now.
I do. It's not fully done.
No, it's just blank.
It's blank.
And where did you get that from?
ProAmBelts.com, baby.
Yeah, definitely
Pro
got some cool
belts.
sales.
Hey,
in-
I'm gonna get another one here pretty soon. As soon as Christmas is over and this shit's over, I think I'm gonna get another one like that. Hopefully, But there
Minor
honestly,
defects.
there's minor defects like this one here. Just the gold paint's just chipping, in some areas, which it looks rustic. I kind of dig it,
Rustic.
But,
Looks like Cam had it for a while.
Oh, yeah. You know where he left it? In Cam's corner.
Damn,
Dropping a belt, Cam.
he ain't even here to defend himself.
Nah. We can talk shit.
But no, I think
He don't even listen.
that is true. He doesn't.
He was like, I was there.
He's like, I was there. I was there.
Wasn't even there on.
But yeah, so yeah, shout out to Pro-Am belts, man. I do like the felt on the back too. It's almost like a boxing belt, but it's thinner, so it's not so thick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There it is. It's holding it up.
Yeah, we'll definitely take some pics and put it up there.
It's just a blank ass
But
belt.
it's just a blank ass
It's
belt
literally
for
blank.
it up there. We'll probably put a you know what you can do? You can always Photoshop.
Dude, it
Photoshop.
feels nice though. It's got the wool back.
Photoshop.
The plates are heavy and fucking like
Dude,
they're
they
nice.
are
They're
super thick.
substantial.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're at least 6 to 8 millimeter, right?
Oh, dude, they're probably 8.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would
At
say
least
8.
8.
It's nice. You can
feels
kind of
nice.
hear it clanking around over there.
Ching.
Careful now, don't hit
Yeah,
that
no, I don't want to hit that
Pulling
cable.
an AJ.
Pulling AJ.
But yeah, so AJ takes quarter one to become the inaugural champion. And to run down the scores real quick, so we'll start with AJ since we're kind of giving him his due here. So he ended quarter one with 242 points. In second place, Cam was only 10 behind with 232. Kimmy was right behind there at 218. In fourth place was yours truly at 189. And Mr. B finished at 125.
It's quite a spread.
So that was the official numbers for the quarter one. So now we are in quarter two. We have made moves.
Oh yeah. Would you want to recap our shakeup? Results?
Well, we already did the shakeup.
Yeah,
We just
and before we do that, I just want to take this moment just to say a couple of kind words to all you
Oh, here we
fans
go.
and all you great listeners out there following us at MACKDOWN Podcast, of course. As the first official fantasy champion, it's a wonderful feeling of knowing that I got a belt, a title, a championship that I knew I deserved.
Oh.
Because I earned it like a Reels champion does. I'm the Reels world champion. So with that being said, thank you very much. On a serious note, thank you very much for allowing me to be your champion, the people's champion.
Oh god damn.
And I love you all.
He's cut off. This motherfucker. You don't.
Where's
you're
the
not allowed
music?
anymore.
Thank you.
Where's the music?
Don't cut me off. Don't cut me
This
off.
is the ending music where you need to
Why are you
leave the
taking my
stage.
Why are you taking my mic?
Yeah, pull him off the stage. Just take him out of there.
All right.
You take him. Okay.
So with all that being said, thank you very much.
I want to thank my pinky toe.
Yeah.
I want to thank my mama.
That's the realest
Big up to
one.
Brooklyn. Biggie, we miss you. I'm just kidding.
Well, shit. I know since because since we did the shakeup, we did have
We did do the recap because we did the shakeup. That was recorded.
right. We did the shakeup.
Correct. Okay.
Yeah. So, but the first week after that, though, last week.
Yeah.
Did not get talked about, and it was all actually pretty damn close. I'm looking at the board right now, and I'm
Yeah.
trying to use my good eye.
Well, here I can read it for you.
There you go.
So our first week of quarter two, we were all about a point or two away. So we had, let's see, 3 people tied at 15 points,
Yep.
which was AJ, Cam, and Mikey MacD over there.
You sure? Because I thought I had 18.
15.
15, okay.
15, 15, 15. Am I looking at that correctly?
That's what it looks like to me.
And then, let me, hold it.
Sorry.
I mean,
Did somebody have 16? I thought.
hold on, guys. I can go right back here and look. Your board's all fucked. All right.
It's not though. It's perfect. Look at it.
No, it's not because
perfect.
you had 15, Mr. B had 14, AJ had 16,
That's what it was.
Cam
Because-
had
that's
12.
Right. That's right. Because the extra USO points.
Yeah.
And then I had 14.
So going in strong in the week one, AJ was still
Going in strong by 1 point.
by 1 point. But hey, look, by 1 mile or 1 inch, baby, I'm still a champion of the world.
Well,
Hey.
well, speaking of that, let's talk about week 2, motherfucker.
Yeah, week 2.
All
Like
right, I got to use battle. I'll be right back. No, I'm
No,
kidding.
week 2 was actually a good week. There was a little more separation. So we'll start off with lowest to highest here. So Mr. B started off with 18, which is still a respectable score. Yours truly got 1 point over that 19. So fourth place, so fifth and fourth place. Third place was a tie. So third and second place, we got a tie between Cam and AJ at 28 points, and Kimmy with the lead with a goddamn whopping 33 points.
Thank you very much. So that would overall for quarter 2 put me first.
Yeah, by
just
3
to
points.
let you know. So I have 47 now overall.
Yep. 47, and then AJ is at second place. He's
Listen.
at 44.
Listen, it's only 3 points, baby.
And then Cam sitting at 40.
You're over there bragging about 1 point.
Sitting over there in third place, and then yours truly with 34, and then Mr. B with 32. So it's all pretty close.
Pretty
it's
close.
It's within 15 points, the whole thing.
Yeah.
And we just seen anybody can get anything at any time. So
we
30
have
fucking points, dude.
The shakeup definitely changed things a little bit. So
And
we'll
Orange
see.
Cassidy still got you 0.
I know this motherfucker. I should have.
Jeez.
I should have kept the Mysterios in, and I should have took Cassidy out and put Sasha in. But guys, I made my move. I'm stuck with what I got now. for
Stuck
quarter.
with
So
it
am I.
until Rumble.
I'm stuck.
I'm cool with what I got.
I'm stuck till Rumble too, unless Alexa comes back, because then I can swap her.
I mean, Adam Cole got you 0 too.
Well, that's because he lost.
What?
Yeah. Or no, he didn't show up to the show.
Yeah.
He
Just
was
for
on
this
one.
week.
He
though.
took the L on the points, for sure.
Right, for the point. Right.
That's okay though. Orange Cassidy's just like my, annoying little brother, I guess.
Hey, you know who got the most points that I was super unexpected was King Woods with 10.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Who picked up King? That's you, Mr. B, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, that would be me.
Mr. B's that team I keep forgetting about. I'm
Well,
sorry.
and you know what?
Well,
Here's
Seth
the thing.
Rollins though did get 15.
I mean,
Yeah, but
Your guys.
I mean,
he's a mainstay.
yeah, he's a mainstay. Biggie or King Woods, I was like, wow, 10 points. I wasn't really expecting that.
Yeah.
Well, now Kofi's back now too,
Yep.
and they're gonna be tagging, trying to go for the titles. So
Yep. So you'll get the tag title, just like Rhea.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing.
Yep.
Tag match.
damn. So we all have somebody that scored 0 points this week, huh?
Yeah. Looks like it.
Or no, Cam doesn't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
had a
does.
-1.
Oh shit.
Britt
Well,
Baker.
damn.
Yeah, he got
You
yeah,
got- Never mind. Never mind.
Well, and the week is actually not over because War Games is Sunday.
So,
Yeah.
That's tomorrow
so
night.
Monday begins our week.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah, because we might as well end it on a fucking Sunday pay-per-view or like
well, yeah,
whenever
because
we
we did
record.
Survivor Series and we did
Yeah.
still count
Yeah.
those people, so that makes sense.
And if we consider WrestleMania Saturday, Sunday, we can't split it up.
Well, and if you think we drafted, right, and then we started on that Monday.
Right.
Right. So Monday
So
is our
Monday to
Monday's our-
Sunday.
Just
Right.
go, or Monday to Monday, because there's not always going to be a pay per view, really.
Well, you can't count Monday twice for the same week. So
Yeah,
that's
it's
why
Monday
Yeah,
to
it's
it's
Sunday.
No, I'm
Monday to
just saying.
Sunday.
That's what we're saying.
And
You're
then
saying what
start
we're saying, but
Monday.
different. But the same.
It's different, but the same.
Because Monday to Monday, you can't count Monday twice.
So Braun Breaker's going to end up with like 20 fucking points. So Cam is probably going to win this week. And I mean,
Yeah.
you got a shot because, I think Grimes is going to take an L on this one.
I think so as well.
So he's going to get his hair cut too.
Yeah, that's 0. Whatever.
So, I mean, for right this second, as it stands, I'm in first, but
Yeah.
correct.
Cam,
The week is not technically over, so that's going to change.
Cam could slingshot right into first place. He could get 50 points.
7 point. Well, how many people does he have? Just Braun, right?
Just Braun.
Right.
Yeah.
And then
that's
you
it.
have just Cam and
And you
Grimes.
got
So it's just
Grimes.
you
So
and
that's-
Cam that can
so
get
that's
points.
7 and 7. So 7 and 7.
Possibly.
So Cam could tie you at most.
7. He could get 50. Look at dude.
Just
Seth
with
got
no,
50.
no! I
backstages
forgot
and-
backstage. Oh,
You
yeah.
always do that. You're like, the most I can get is match points. That's it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no,
Well,
that's
what
not.
happens if they go backstage?
Like,
and
why do you think Seth has
Roman will
15?
Get, Roman will get 7 points just from backstage.
just sitting on the fucking
Just
couch?
sitting on the couch, dude. Yeah.
Oh, with fucking dude. Here's my thing. I would be like, can you quit fucking staring at me?
Oh,
Because like
yeah.
Paul Heyman does never watch the TV. He's just looking at Roman like,
Yes, my tribal chief.
Exactly.
What can I get you, sir? Anything, sir?
Just holds the belt. Show.
so awkward. It's like,
I know. It's like I can feel your eyes burning through me.
yeah. Anyway,
Well, be that as it may, as whatever happens, I'm still rocking.
Hey,
It feels
man,
good.
we'll see how good you are if you're holding the belt after the end of quarter 2 because, the belt's on the line every quarter. So
Yeah.
I know. I know
whoever
this
wins
is a
the
title
quarter
match.
gets the belt.
I understand this is championship.
This is a long-term title shot right
I
here.
know. I know. This is
It's
a battle.
This is a 3-month match.
It's a 5-way for my fantasy championship.
I mean, technically.
For my.
so
fantasy
whoever gets the
championship.
highest score per quarter gets the belt. We're
Yep.
gonna do an overall. Whoever gets the most overall for the year gets a mini
Yeah,
of
it's
their
going to be
choice.
awesome.
So,
That's going to be awesome.
So then when I get my mini,
Oh, yeah.
that goes with my championship.
Which one did you say you would get if you win?
I thought you said the $1 million, right?
I would.
Well, I told him I got that
Yeah,
for
he
him.
told me. He spoiled it.
Oh,
Because I told him I was getting him one anyway.
He spoiled it.
I told him I was getting him one anyway. And it was between two of them.
Right.
Oh, and not to mention, just so you know, the WWE title mini, that whole plate spins. So where it says WWE, like the whole round.
For the spinner?
Yeah, it's not just the WWE like your belt. It's like there's the whole round plate. Like it's one plate.
oh, so it's like a
God.
spin.
So it's like
fidget spinner
a
kinda?
spinning like this. It's just, you know,
So the whole thing.
yeah,
That's weird.
Just
like
the
the
middle.
whole
No, the whole
plate. So like it's like a round piece, like a solid round piece that has WWE, all that, and that whole, it's like a record, looks like when it spins, but it doesn't spin very well. So that's why I was like, I'm not getting that one. You can get that one if you want to. It looks JoJo.
You mean so the middle doesn't spin like?
No, it does, but it's a round plate, so it's not like just like the
It's
like
like-
the
it's like cut
WWE
out.
with the centerpiece. It's like one solid plate with everything on it.
and the whole thing spins.
So it's not just the WWE with the little round, you know, like your belt.
Little piece.
It's one solid plate, like a record.
Entire plate.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's weird.
So you got your main plate, but then the piece that sits inside of there, that whole plate spins.
Not just the interior plate.
Not just the WWE part.
Gotcha.
If it's really hard to understand what I'm saying, you know,
It kind of is, but that's okay.
It definitely is, but I get.
But yeah, so fuck that one.
Fuck it.
Yeah,
It's huge too.
I looked at the minis, and yeah, I think I would probably choose the unified.
Oh, the undisputed one?
Or yeah, undisputed.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
They got Edge's spinner too.
They sure do.
Does AEW have minis?
No.
They need
No.
to. That's the one thing they need to do.
The minis are cool. I do really like the minis.
It's just because they're like tangible.
Yeah.
It's like, look, I can spend $50 to $80 on a little mini.
Right,
belt.
Yeah, $400 for a belt.
I know.
WWE, come on, man. It's
Come
like I
on,
get
man.
it.
I don't. I get it, but I
Well,
don't.
here's the thing. The people that like do the belts.
Yeah, but they like mass produce that shit.
Yeah, so that whole gold piece that's inside,
Yeah, we're looking
there's
at
a
it
thing
now.
that popped up.
It's an ad.
Roman wanted me to acknowledge him. He just popped up out of
Oh,
nowhere.
on my phone.
Oh my god.
Acknowledge me. So that
Nice.
whole middle piece.
Yeah, so that whole middle piece inside of the eagle and all that shit, that spins.
Yeah.
So it's like a whole plate, like a record, like a plate.
Interesting.
And it doesn't spin very well. It just kind of, you know.
And that's the sale price.
Yeah, well, we could send you that promo code for $10 off.
Ooh.
So you can get it at 44.
Damn, that means I can get this one for 34.
Yeah. Yep.
Send me that promo code right now.
Fuck, did she
Oh, the
send it to
$10
you?
off, yeah.
Yeah.
Here, I'll give it to all of our subscribers as well.
Oh, fucking A, dude.
Oh, wow.
Hell
Look at
yeah.
you.
It's a giving season. Can you do that?
Well, I
You
mean,
can
I can
just
just say
select
it out
all?
loud. Why not? I'll just say it out loud and you can just punch it in.
Damn, I can add the Money in the Bank ornament for the Christmas tree for $5.
Yeah, we were looking at ornaments, maybe putting that small tree that's up in the kitchen,
Oh, okay.
putting some WWE ornaments on it. I didn't want to steal your thunder. That's your idea.
For what?
For the tree in
Oh,
the
that
in
would
the
be so
kitchen.
cute. I would love that.
Little WWE trinkets.
Yeah,
That
dude, because they
does.
have little gingerbread men and they got all sorts of
That
shit.
does just look cool. Even the mini.
I wonder how because I know it's about 12 inches, so it's just they make them bigger now. Because even like
Sorry about the giggle.
the Intercontinental one, the white strap, that one doesn't really fit you on its last snap, right?
Yeah, that thing, I got little baby wrists.
You should have lifted weights when you were younger.
I did.
Broaden them things out. Do some push-ups and things.
I'm doing that.
You now.
Well, do we want to do winners and losers for the week? Do we care? Do
Yeah,
we want
sure.
to do that?
I already know who my losers or my winner and loser is this week.
Okay, yes. I got my winners and my losers. Who wants to start?
You.
Me? Okay, I'll go ahead and start. So my winner this week, and I'm basing these strictly on our fantasy scores this week. So Seth Rollins is my winner of the week because he fucking took over Monday Night Raw, and it was Monday Night Rollins. That motherfucker was on the show so many times. He got 15 points, which is pretty almost unheard of for one. That's one show, guys. That's not like 1 week. Because like Roman had that 1 week where he was on Raw and SmackDown. I think he got like 19.
Right.
But that he was on 2 shows. You know what I mean? With 2 full-ass matches. Seth had 1 match and then a bunch of fucking backstages. So
many.
yeah, dude. So, they're pushing him to the moon and back. So he's my winner. Who's next?
I'll go ahead. My winner this week is me, baby.
I knew it.
Come on.
You were gonna do that.
Come on. What kind of a question is that? Of course I'm the winner this week. It's my coronation. It's like my birthday. All right? It's my birthday month. It's my
It's your
birthday
birthday
month.
month.
It's my birthday month.
Damn, it is.
So just remember, follow me at MACKDOWN Podcast or at Drewlowski, whichever one, because I'm a champion. And I'm the champion of the world.
Because I'm a
Hey,
champ.
man, don't page that belt all up, all right?
Hey, look.
He said, hey, look.
I do with my title what I want.
Okay.
There's going to be some tan lines on this belt. Just to let you know.
You're just going to smell like cocoa butter and massage
Don't
oil.
get it all nasty, okay?
Mr. B.
The MJF Punk
Oh, the promo itself?
promo itself. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, from the-
Yeah.
Definitely my winner.
Well, they had another one this week too. It's good that they're letting them bounce back and forth off each other, especially if they know that they can take some shots and not get all butthurt about it. That's even better.
Nice.
I concur. All right, so who's your loser? Oh, Kimmy. Who's your winner?
I'm going to say Sami Zayn because it's been really entertaining.
Aw.
That's actually a really good pick. I didn't even think about Sammy. That's unfortunate.
And I
Same
was
boat
sitting
as
here
Brock.
going, missed opportunity because he had so many backstages. He had so
Yeah.
many fucking
But he loses.
appearances.
He just takes L's, man.
Yeah, and that was a world title match, too. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really was. And I have Roman, so thank God. But anyway.
I have Roman, so they got
But yes, I agree. Like as soon as they started SmackDown, Brock came out and then he fucking interfered really quick.
Yeah.
He just jumped right in and fucking interrupted him.
Well, and just the way that they that they were reacting with each other, and Brock's like stepping up to him, and he's like,
Yeah.
like, hold on. Anyway, that was entertaining to me.
I like it.
All right.
Lehu.
My loser?
I'm going to do my loser first.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
We're going to
Jump
go
right
back around the other way.
in. Oh, okay, cool. I'll
Brandy
finish.
Rhodes.
Oh,
Brandy Rhodes is my loser.
damn.
Loser of the week.
Okay.
Bitch, what are you doing?
Bitch better have
It's
my
so
money.
much lighter fluid.
So much
dude.
lighter
So much
fluid.
lighter fluid.
You need to do a little snake and a little once over, and you're done, man.
Something, dude. Yeah,
You
that
don't
was
need-
way
you
too
don't
much
need,
fire.
Like to saturate the entire.
Saturated.
Dude, that table
melted.
melted because it's
Melted.
kind of like our table here. So it's
Yeah.
like you know what I mean.
The ref was
This is
still
just
putting it
laminate.
out after the 3 count.
Andrade was getting pinned, putting out fire.
Yeah, he was
After
getting
the
fire
3
off his
count,
chest.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mr. B.
Damn.
Good shit, Kimmy.
Anyway, sorry to just overtake.
No, you're good.
Doing the snakes this
Yeah,
today.
we're snaking the winners and losers.
Well, I would have to agree. And I know that was I don't even understand the necessity of the fire. Really,
Well,
It
it's
just
it didn't
yeah.
need it.
I
I
mean,
don't
It
think.
definitely didn't.
The
need
match
it.
itself was good all the way up until that point. I feel.
And if they're gonna have a fire table, maybe do it outside the ring. Kind of like Mick and Edge, or like the
To the
ladder
outside.
spot, or
Okay,
You
I'll be a
know.
little more specific on my loser. Then I will say that spot in the match.
specifically.
Yeah, is my loser.
so,
the fire
The
table
spot in the
general.
match.
Just the fire table. That's what I'm
so the table
Yeah.
on fire was the.
That's why Brandy. That's why I said Brandy because she was the part of that
Way
match.
too
No, I'm just saying
See,
the
I
spot
think-
in general.
I
I
think-
think that
They didn't need it.
not just the table itself.
I
is
get
the
it.
loser,
No, I
but,
get
you
it.
know, the
The
spot in the match.
The whole it just didn't need to be
Yeah.
there.
It
Mr.
didn't need
B's
to be
loser's the table.
See, I think we're all kind of picking elements out of this match because my loser's Cody. I say that Cody. First of all, Cody went through the table. He laid on the table for a second is longer than he should have been on that table. Andrade was smart to go with his knees and then just roll the fuck out the way.
To give Cody credit, though, he maybe was not aware of how much fucking fluid was on there.
No, he
because
was. He watched her do it.
Yeah, I think it looked like he was watching her.
He watched her do it.
Well, no, I get that, but maybe he was expecting it to go out like other tables just go out. You know what I mean? Like, because generally once you hit it, it kind of like snuffs itself out.
I'm
you know
sorry,
what I'm
Kimmy, but we're rational human beings. We are all rational human beings here. Fuck you, Brandy. Okay, we looked at them like, why is she putting so much on this table?
That was
just one
Cody
big
was,
flame.
yeah, you're right. Cody was.
You can
looking.
tell Cody was like,
Well, he was, because he was like, "Are you done?
Yeah,
are
like,
you done?
are
Let me
you-
hit him in the back
like
again.
just do it.
Are you done?
Yeah, like just do it already. Like, but no, I think Cody not only, like I said, did the spot, went through the table, laid on the table while it was on fire, was still on fire doing the 3 counts. And then, he's married to Brandy. So he's definitely the loser in all this.
And he got fucking booed.
And he got fucking booed.
In his hometown.
Dude, like, bro, he literally put his life on the line. Literally.
Well, and here's the thing. I think
For
that
a spot.
they did that spot because I don't think Cody... Well, and here's the thing. We were talking about the master plan with the, roads to the top. Is that the avenue for him to take that next step to go full-blown heel where he's just like... inside look and he's like, fuck these people, fuck all these fans, like, you know what I mean? Is it all just a big fucking, because that sounds like some dusty shit.
So that way he can be like,
second
okay.
degree burns on your back is
Well,
not a way to fucking
I
try
get
to
it.
turn heel, my friend.
That
I'm
was a
sorry,
huge error
but
in
that was a
judgment.
huge error in judgment.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, do we think
And he
that
still got booed.
or do you think that Cody is wanting to hang on to that fucking,
nostalgia.
well, he wants to hold on to that babyface role. When he first started AEW, he was the first TNT champ. They were he was the biggest thing going. He was the hottest thing in the company, and then he just kind of dipped off, and it all started when they started that show. He fucking started falling from grace. People started booing the shit out of him.
He had the baby.
I still think it's strategic.
It would make sense, right? I mean, it's a wrestler doing wrestler things.
Well, and kind of like you were
yeah.
talking about earlier, so he can be like, I've tried to be your hero. I've tried to be your
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
Now
Well,
he's
fuck you
Homelander.
now. Yeah, right. And everyone
he's
knows
already
he's
dressed.
Homelander now.
He's already dressed like Homelander.
Yeah,
So-
so it's like if you know type of shit. You know what I
Right.
mean?
If
So
you know,
I
you
think-
know, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it might be a play.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, he'll be a winner when that shit happens.
Yeah.
And I know what it's like to be a winner, baby.
Coming for your title.
Da-da. Yeah, you're in the lead right now, technically. Until after tomorrow night.
Yeah. If
Overall.
War games.
if I can get Cameron Grimes to get a dub.
Cameron
If you listen to me, Cameron, do it for me. He's probably like, man, well, you know what? You're screwed because I'm getting my head shaved to the moon.
Do you think they're going to shave his head completely?
Yeah,
They
they're
might.
Gonna cut it. They're gonna cut. They want him to have a new look. So
Yeah, I was gonna say, but cutting his hair
Damn,
off.
so that
really.
means you're going to get a loss.
yeah,
Yep.
I mean, as well as 0. I'd rather take 0 than negative.
Yeah, I was thinking
Yeah.
about that. I was kind of debating on
I want you to get
making a
zero.
loss do -4 instead of -3. Well, because winning a match is +4, so if you lose a match, it should be -4. So then you get -1 for that whole venture.
We're not switching the points now. We've been doing.
I
this
know,
all
that's
stuff,
what I
so-
said. It's like
so-
like Mr. B's thing. We can all revisit this when we come up for the
I'm
draft.
voting no. Right
That's
now.
fine. That's fine.
Right now.
All we need is 3. So
He's like, you're going to get over
Mr. B, I'm always with you. Be with me. We both say no.
he's like, we stand together.
And I know Cam is not listening, so I'll talk to Cam on the side.
Cam doesn't want to change shit. I
Yeah.
can already tell you
Yeah.
that now.
He's like, I'm done discussing this. We
Yeah.
have talked about it so fucking much.
I think rules are rules. We set it in stone. We all agreed. I think a 0 is better than -1 because at that point, for a regular match, at that point, it's almost like, damn, well, that was redundant. I watched this whole match and now I have 0. I think 0 is
more of a slap in the face.
yeah than the -1.
Well, if you're a first-time listener, if you want to follow along, we
yeah.
basically, have drafted essentially 5 active roster people from AEW and WWE, NXT,
From the shows,
Yeah.
correct.
not including Impact, etc.
No, just main TV network shows.
And we have one alternate, essentially.
And we're not watching Dark or anything like that.
Right.
No.
Yep, just the shit.
Just
and then,
whatever's on TV.
Rampage, Dynamite, Raw, SmackDown,
and then just to give you a
whatever pay-per-view.
rundown
NXT,
of pay-per-views, yes.
NXT as well.
NXT as well. And NXT pay-per-views.
Hey, question real quick. Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say just the point sheet rundown. So, essentially, if you get like a backstage appearance, 1 point.
Anytime. So even in a match like with Roman, where it'll bounce off of him for like 3 seconds and then it'll bounce back onto him, 2 points.
No one.
Well, 1
No,
point every time the camera changes.
If it's on him
Oh,
and then
one-
it goes
okay.
off of him for like 3 seconds and comes back, it's at a point every time he gets shown
Yes.
backstage.
Yes. So whether they're having a promo or you just see them,
Right.
one.
One
If
point.
they're out in front of the audience, not having a match,
Yeah,
so
promos,
your entrance doesn't count. So if you're having a match, your entrance doesn't count. But
Commentary.
commentary counts as 2. If you do have a match, +3. If you win that match, +4. And if it happens to be a title match and you win, +5.
But if you lose
Now,
a regular match,
now if you lose a title match,
oh,
-5. Mm-hmm. If you lose a regular match, -3. So match. That's why we're saying 0 points across
right,
the board.
Exactly.
And then if you just simply do not show up on your show, so for WWE, if you're a Raw roster, if you don't show up on Raw, -2.
Yep.
Same thing for SmackDown. Same thing for NXT.
Pay-per-views.
For AEW, it's because they have a mixed roster. If you don't show up on one or the other, you get also negative points.
Mm-hmm.
So
so that's the risk of taking AEW guys.
Yes.
Exactly.
But it could be a big payoff as
But it
well.
could pay,
Right. Yeah,
'Cause
because
for
you could be
example-
on all 3 shows one week. You never know. If they
Yeah.
have a pay-per-view that week, you could be on all 3.
Brian Danielson definitely was on both shows this week.
He sure was. That's why I got 10.
Thank you so much, sir. Good pick for me. But that's the rundown of the point values. So,
And we go Monday to Sunday.
yep.
So
How do your picks stack up, you know?
that's right. Fucking let us know at MACKDOWN Podcast.
And then you could try to come at the champ, but don't, because I will win.
No, I'm going to win.
She's
Kimmy?
definitely gonna win.
It doesn't
I don't know, man. Cam's got a really good team this
I know.
quarter. If Seth keeps doing what he's doing,
And he will.
Well, you know what, guys?
shit.
You can't see me.
you're right there.
Yeah, I am.
We
You're
did
right
put a
there.
little special post for you on our
did,
Instagram.
Yes, and thank you
Kimmy
for
did.
everybody who liked it. Yeah. Yeah.
That was the only song that made sense for your championship inaugural coronation.
I get it. I can't believe after all these years of being on the Cena sucks side that I'm a freaking mark for the man.
Super
Mark.
So much so you'll say he's better than Bret Hart.
He he is, bro. He is, Mike.
But you're biased, so your opinion kind of really doesn't even make sense to me.
Well, he's not a better wrestler, of course not. I mean, nobody's a better wrestler than Bret. I mean, come on, it's Bret Hart.
So
bro.
because he's made more money,
He's just overall, bro. Overall, he meant more to the sport than Bret did.
No.
he's more of a showman than Bret was.
Oh yeah,
But again, in WWE,
you want
that-
to be a showman? That's what.
that is what they're looking for.
right. Bret would right now. Bret Hart would be AEW all day, all day,
Yeah.
all day.
Yeah.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
He could do
WWE.
both. He could do
He
both.
actually do both. Yeah, he
But
could actually do-
WWE would make him the most money.
John Cena, WWE. Yeah.
Yeah, John Cena would
Hulk
not make
Hogan,
it in
WWE.
AEW.
I don't have it. It's just not. I'm searching every way I can.
Well, someone
I
else
looked
by
for
the
it
name
too,
of
yeah.
Michael Bennett 1181 got your.
Ooh.
Unless
just give
they
all that shit out there.
got rid of it.
have
Unless
to
they
cut
just
that out,
had
Unless
sorry.
I accidentally deleted it by mistake, or
Maybe. I don't know. Put it in. Maybe check your junk folder. Is it in junk?
Spam. I like my spam, like my ham, cooked.
Crispy.
Crisp. Ooh, I like crispy ends on pork.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good.
Yeah. Carnitas.
Carnitas. Speaking of carnitas, I'm getting hungry.
Oh.
I'm like, are you really?
No, not really. I just.
After we had In-N-Out, it was so good. Thank you,
Yeah.
AJ, for fucking, taking one for the team, taking one for the crew, and getting us all fucking burgers.
Look, it was my celebratory celebration of my championship. We had to eat like kings.
Thank you.
We had to feast.
I'm glad you paid for your own celebration.
That's what I do. I threw myself a surprise birthday party. No shit. The surprise was who's gonna come. No shit. I have pictures of it.
And who came?
Quite a few people. Yeah, got a lot of friends.
I thought you were gonna say nobody.
No, it was on Christmas Day. It was on Christmas Day.
Damn.
And people, a whole bunch of my friends came. I was probably about 20, all in my house, and I'm just like, oh, And, you know, like 2 brought gifts, so it was nice.
People are having fights with their family, and they're like, "Isn't AJ having a thing?"
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go over
Let's go
there.
to AJ's.
Yeah, let's go look at AJ. And I bought people gifts, too. I just left, like, I bought a whole bunch of random gifts and put it underneath the tree for anybody who came over and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, bought like $3-4 gifts. Went to the store, stupid stuff. People came through. I was like, here's a gift. You know, it's like, oh, look, I have a back scratcher. I'm like, hey, look.
Like, that'll get the spot.
I don't get the spot. I never know. So, yeah, definitely.
It is funny thinking about it now because I'm thinking about our bonus podcast where he's like, "Take the wheel. I'm Jesus."
Yeah.
You kind of are.
Oh, wow.
Birthday's Christmas Day, baby.
Yeah.
He was black.
He damn sure wasn't white.
He definitely wasn't. You living in the desert, bro, wearing socks and sandals. That sounds
Damn sure wasn't
sounds
white.
very-
He definitely ain't white.
That sounds very Puerto Rican to me. You know what I mean? Jesus. How many black people you know named Jesus? How many white people you know named Jesus? How many Puerto Ricans you know named Jesus? Oh, okay. Jesus was Spanish.
Was he Spanish?
Yeah, he wore chancletas and socks. He's like, come on. Motherfucker love rice and beans. You know,
I think he would be more of like Iraqi than
wow. I don't know if
Well,
that's
yeah. I mean, it's in the Middle East.
Iraqi. Is that what they're called?
I don't know.
Middle
Iraqans.
Eastern.
Iraqans.
Wow.
Iraqans.
Iraqans.
Iraq is part of the Middle East.
We just sound super uneducated. We don't need
this
to
is
be
all
talking
just
about
cut
any of
out.
that.
Yeah,
cut
just
us
don't-
out.
yeah.
Just
It's all bullshit.
all right. You can ring
Thank
the
you
bell.
again for listening to another episode of the MACKDOWN Podcast. Follow us at MACKDOWN Podcast.
At MACKDOWN Podcast,
on
baby.
the socials. We got Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, coming to other platforms soon.
The champ is here.
Hey, I want that fucking belt. That's all I'm saying.
Now you want it. Now you want it.
I've always wanted it.
Now
I
you
bought
want
it.
I paid the money for it. Of course I fucking want it.
I bought the damn thing.
So once again, Kimmy, okay. We'll see what happens this
Hey.
week, tonight.
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
Definitely. Well, all right, cool. For AJ, Kimmy, Mr. B, and Mikey Mac.
We out.
We out?
We got to ring the bell?
You gonna ring the bell?
Ring that bell.
I got my new
God is
drumstick.
my witness.
It's
Oh,
over.
It's over.
Would you like to take us into AJ's yard?
Oh,
And
shit. Hold on. Let me. I'm over here sitting here.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dinner?
Dun, dun.
They don't have the testicular fortitude to
Oh.
step to me.
It said y'all got little balls. That's what you just said.
Yes.
I bought your gift already. I bought AJ. I bought your gift already. So
Aw.
Yeah, I bought your gift too.
Aw.
And Mr. B.
Are you feeling anxious, tired, sleepiness, restlessness, or any other listlessness that you may be feeling?
yeah, me too, motherfucker. Get over it.
Exactly. We have this thing called Get Over It, bitch.
You're a sensitive bitch.
Sensitive.